You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet, and welcome. Need to chill out, tone down, reach over here to the soundboard and turn down the monster truck announcer.
Monster truck announcer.
See, if I turn it up really high, then I sound like, welcome to TADPOG. Turn it down.
I thought I was like the Monster Energy drink announcer pulling up in the truck and be like, yo, dog, I heard you wanted to know where the gold at.
Kyle here.
I got the gold. I got
Any leprechaun.
You picked me up a Monster Energy Ultra Gold. You sent me a photograph of it, I think, on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And I've been thinking about it since Saturday.
Because I'd never seen it before.
No, me neither.
It must be good for them to call it gold.
It's got to be good.
Looks like Midas done fucking fuck that can.
And I'm real yeah, Midas is definitely, man, it does look like Midas's fleshlight. Yeah, so I've been saving up all my thirst to try it now. This is a momentous occasion.
I think you're gonna. I already tried a sip of it. I think you're gonna fucking love it.
It smells. I can't tell. It smells familiar.
Oh, you tried. You're gonna know. You'll know, baby.
Really? I'll know what it is.
Know,
I might
baby.
not. I'm really bad at that.
Oh, then I'll tell you what it is. You'll be like, "Fuck yeah!"
I don't know what it tastes like.
It's pineapple, baby.
Oh my god, it's so fucked up, dude. Because it's like you said it, and it was like pineapple, and it's like, yep, that's right. But like, dude, I honestly, I wouldn't have been able to get there on my own.
I should have been like something really like mashed potatoes and apricots, baby.
Well, I think at that point I would have been like, no, that's not it. But it's like Nikki and I were doing this thing earlier called, okay, so like we played a game called Smell This Noise Putty and tell me what you think it smells like. Because Henry got noise putty.
Noise putty.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's essentially slime that he got like as a reward at school for like getting through his, like one of his short vowel books. So they gave him this. He picked it, and because he's a kid and he likes slime, of course. So as all kids do, and it's like in this like silly putty kind of like style plastic canister, and you essentially just, I mean, you can play with it as slime, but I mean it's noise putty because like you stick your fingers in there and it's a gag,
okay.
You know. So when he opened it, Nikki was like, "Smell it. Tell me what you think it smells like." And I swear to you, we passed this thing around like at least a dozen times, being like, grape Kool-Aid? Like raspberry? I don't know. But I mean, yeah, dude, it's fucked up. Like, I honestly, like when I tasted it, I was like, this Monster Energy drink, not the noise putty. I didn't taste the noise putty. When I tasted this, I was like, yeah, that does taste really good, but what does it taste like? And then seriously, you said pineapple, and it's like, oh yeah, it does taste like pineapple.
And it explains the gold part.
It does explain the gold
Love
part.
a good pineapple drink.
Man, my cum's gonna smell and taste so good, you guys. I'm gonna do an experiment. I'm gonna drink nothing but Monster Energy Ultra Gold for a week, and then we'll have a blind taste test.
Yep.
We'll let people sign up. Can't just be Nikki.
Yeah, you got to do double blind study.
Right? Yeah, I don't want there to be any kind of like bias. So
you'll come through your huge gold chain with a clock on the end of it.
Yeah.
That will just grow over time through the week.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Speaking of pineapple, like they totally. I don't know if you knew this or not, but like, I guess at El Torito, one of our local Mexican restaurants where they have tacos al pastor, they stopped putting pineapples on those motherfuckers.
Fuck
And
that.
it's like, come on,
that.
dude.
Man, that's a whole dimension lost.
I know.
Mm-mm.
I mean, they could put anything on there and tell me it's pineapple. I'd be like, oh, okay.
But you gotta have that acid, man.
So now it doesn't have.
call.
Yeah, it doesn't have the sweet anymore to like go with that tomatilla, like, spicy, you know. But I will tell you one thing that those tacos have really turned me on to is the corn tortilla shell.
Yep, a good corn tortilla shell that's done like warmed right and like done. It's fucking amazing. It's easy to find a garbage one though, but yeah.
And that's what turned me off to it is because it's like I guess I've had bad ones. Like there have been, and look, now I love them, but it's like the first time I remember having like a soft corn tortilla shell, the smell of it was just like, nope, it's too strong, man. It's too strong. I guess when it's like a corn chip or something, a lot of that is like baked off.
Oil.
I mean, I don't right. I mean, like I don't know, but yeah, man, it really I really came around on that. I was just a regular ass flour boy up until then.
Because there's a place in Hopkinsville or Madisonville called like Tacos El Papi that had like the best fucking corn tortillas I've ever had. Fuck yeah,
man. Is it
fucking
still
amazing.
there?
Yeah. I still see them on Facebook.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's how much I liked it. I went and liked them on Facebook.
Nice. Yeah. That's like me and Burrito
I don't
Shack.
do that often. Yeah.
Which is no longer here, sadly.
Yeah.
If I want it, I drive 40 minutes, which happens like never.
I know. And every time I'm in Murray, we should go Burrito Shack. Yeah.
They're closed.
We gotta go. Yeah, it's that, or it's like really late. Or, yeah.
I mean, it like honestly has to be really like as far as like restaurants go, like in Murray, that has to be a really good one to work for because it's like I always feel like they're very like, well, we don't know if we're open or not. You know what I mean?
Well, I've got class when we get off. I don't know, man. Whenever.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's pretty sweet.
If you want to, I mean, go. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Lock the door behind you.
Right. I don't imagine that McDonald's has that flexibility, you know? Oh, man. Also, like, speaking of, like, Burrito Shack and like, good Mexican food, I want to bring it down a little bit. Graham turned me on to the quesalupa at Taco Bell. That's really good. That's really, really good. The quesalupa is really, really good. I'm not like a big Taco Bell fan, but like, then again, I guess maybe I am. Like, because like the quesalupa is like, fuck yeah, this shit is good.
Yeah,
it is. It's really good.
Well, see, it's so hard to get me to bend from potato Olays.
I hear you. I mean, I had potato Olays today.
They're so fucking good.
They are.
I need to stop eating them.
Horrible.
I need to exercise and stop eating potato Olays.
Dude, like I remember when I looked at the calories, like a small potato Olay, it was like, oh my god.
Yep. Unfucking real.
It's like I didn't know like a small potato Olay.
Are
like,
they lard coins that have been fried?
They're lard medallions. Yeah, but they're really tasty.
Oh, they're so good.
They're really tasty. They wouldn't be tasty, honestly, I don't think, without the fucking like the spices they put on there. Yeah.
It's 90% salt, 10% something else that's still really good.
Yeah, something.
Because it's a lot of salt.
Yeah, it is a lot
but
of salt.
But it's a little something else that makes it.
Yeah, otherwise they're kind of like tater tots. Yeah. Like imagine like tater tots, but like instead of them being like full log, like if a tater tot's a log, cut a slice of that log. Yeah, you know, they're like coins. Yeah, they're like little coins. Oh, and that makes them like crispy and shit too. The thing I don't like
not as much potato in it to get soggy.
More lard.
Yep.
Yeah. The thing I don't like about tots is that they're soggy usually when I have them.
Yep.
And also the potato in them isn't super great, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like I like a steak fry, okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not an S tier fry, but
see, that's my top tier, but it has to be done properly.
Right.
Like,
you can fuck up a steak fry real bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It needs to have rigidity. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
not just a soggy surfboard of potato mass.
Right. Yeah. If you pick it up and it flops.
Yeah.
I need a turgid.
Like
I need a turgid strong.
I need a steak fry like my wife needs my dick.
Yeah.
If she picks up and it's flat,
occasionally
we're both disappointed. Yeah. I mean, it happens to everybody. You're gonna get a bad steak fry sometimes. It's okay. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. What's wrong, steak fry? Party a little too hard? That's okay. We'll try to wake you up. No, that's not working. I mean, you kind of woke up.
We'll do it anyway.
You woke up enough.
Yep.
You woke up enough to not feel like you're a good steak fry, but it'll do.
But yeah, I'm not too disappointed by you, steak fry. At least I ate you.
This steak fry segment brought to you by Blue Chew. When you check out, make sure to use our code TADPOG at checkout.
I wish.
I don't. God.
And that is our podcast. Tyler and Dave play old games.
Yeah. Nothing against Blue Chew. I've never had it. But I just don't. I always feel like every time I read about sponsorships like that where you have to use a coupon code at checkout, it's like you don't make a lot of money from that. You know what I mean? Like to the point where it's like, why even, like, especially like a podcast our size, where it's like, why even bother?
Yeah.
You know? We're small, is what I'm trying to say.
I got it. I got it.
Because even like when I listen to like big podcasts, they're like, I don't know if this is worth the time. But it's like, you don't think it's worth the time? Oh my God.
Oh man. It's been a pretty good week though.
Yeah.
For half of a good week, half of a bad week.
Yeah, I was about to say it hasn't seemed like it. Like on our recent conversations,
recently, yesterday was not a good day for Melissa. But on Sunday, we started our family Percy Jackson game, which went
how'd that go?
Went pretty well.
Good.
Pretty well.
Did anybody win yet? Has anyone won yet?
Almost. Almost won. No one's asked that yet. They did ask how long this would go on, and I was like,
"Oh, that's a great question. You love that one.
How long do you want it to go on?
Yeah, how late are you guys gonna be up?
How long have you run games before? Typically a year. What?
Oh, they meant that. They didn't mean how long's the session gonna go.
No, how long
is the campaign gonna go?
Can you die? Yeah. Well, what happens?
Find out.
Yeah. You make someone else, or since this is a Greek game, you try and go bust them out of Hades. Whatever.
God. Get Zagreus.
Yeah. Don't think I'm not using Zagreus and all that shit when they go.
Are.
Yeah, fuck yeah. All the art because I made them each notebooks based on, because they're all Percy Jackson's. It's in the world of Percy Jackson, like 15 years after the last
Randy Jackson's
book.
brother?
Randy Jackson's brother, yes. And so they're all demigods with one Greek parent and the other mortal. So based on the parent that they chose, they get special abilities. I gave them each essentially a demigod template where they get like a special ability, and as if they had the domain that they would have.
Okay, so what are you're running this in D&D 5e?
Yep.
I'm guessing. Okay.
Yep. Which is still an adjustment. I found myself falling back on other stuff my 3.5 days because
I do that. I do.
Brainy
that too.
Jr. was like, "Okay, can I go up here?" I was like, "Yeah, you can charge and go up here." Does charging give you advantage? That seems really powerful. Let me look up. Oh, charge is not a thing anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
Nope, never mind. Forget all that. So, because, and I bought everybody really good dice.
You brought me back. I forgot that charge used to give you like a +2 to attack.
+2, and then there were feats and stuff to do double damage,
it was so
triple
ridiculous,
damage.
Tyler. 3rd edition was so fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
I mean, as far as like increasing your chance to hit, because it's like, yeah, I'm going to charge in that guy where my ally's flanking him. All right, cool, +4. +4 to hit. Oh, I've also got a +2 weapon. Okay, +6. And also...
It's Bane.
All right.
But I'm on a horse with a lance, and so this is triple damage. What? Yeah. Triple damage.
That used to be fun.
It's a times 3 critical too. So let's see.
That used to be fun for me to be like, how broken can I make this character?
Yep.
And then time became a precious resource, and it was like, I think I'd just rather play like a game where I don't have to do that.
They all rolled unbelievably well for their characters.
Oh, did they? So they rolled stats.
I let them roll stats, and I did what we normally do. Because there's something that's sort of fun about because I gave them the choice. You can buy it, so you're more likely to have decent skills, or we can roll and you can take that gamble.
Sorry to interrupt you, but the Ultra Gold taste test is officially off. This drink contains no fruit juice, so I don't think I'm gonna get the benefits of.
Well, tell Nikki it does
juice.
Placebo effect.
All right, back to the wholesome chat off of my cum riff.
Oh, what was I saying about
their character creation? You gave them a choice.
They all rolled, but I let them take. They rolled 4 sets. Okay,
they
got to pick their first set.
That's kind. Yes,
that's normally how we did in college. So that's what I did for them. Each of them rolled each one of their sets was fucking great.
Yeah. Did you watch them roll it?
I did.
Okay.
Yep.
About to say, because I know them. They're all cheaters.
Melissa rolled the best one. She ended up with 2 17s, a 16,
God damn.
a 14, and 2 12s, or something like shit.
It's great. They're demigods.
Yeah. And then because she is playing a cleric of Hermes.
Yeah.
She kind of built herself. She's the healer support character. She's going to be their mom. Anyway, even in character.
Yeah, that totally tracks. Yeah.
So yeah, she's cleric of Hermes. She emphasizes his luck nature.
Okay,
so
cool.
She has the life domain as a cleric, and then the luck domain as her bloodline.
Right. Okay.
And then Brainy Jr. is, after we all played, Melissa looked at her dice. Are these like $25 a set?
which is very funny to me because I ordered those dice for you.
I went way out of my way to make sure she didn't find that out. Did you spend
Was the price
$100 on dice?
actually?
Yep.
Actually, it was a little bit more than that because of tax. So how did she know?
I don't know.
Did she look
I don't
them
know if she
up,
probably
or-
like, I wonder how much these are. I wonder if I get another for
Yeah.
$25 a set.
But I think that's a nice gesture.
It's everyone's first game. I feel like it's
Yeah.
important. Your dice are important. They all
Yeah.
fucking love their dice
well,
too.
especially considering that it's rare now to like play in person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yep.
yeah. And it's like I've totally spent more than that on dice. Like at Dragon Con, I was, yep, I need those silver dice. Yeah, I need those.
I remember that.
I'll die if I don't get them.
That $80 set of like pure silver dice that I have that turned out like they looked awesome, but I got them in. They're fucking
Tiny,
tiny,
yeah.
and super heavy.
Yeah, right. What are there?
That's when we get them on the back of that metal road sign. So whenever I roll, it was just like, glug, 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 glug.
God, man. I forgot about gaming on the back of that metal road.
It's
sign.
still back there.
It is.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Because it, like, to the listener,
It's basically all the permanent marker has faded off.
that doesn't surprise me. But yeah, it was gridded out so that we could use it as like a battle mat, essentially.
Best thing that our friend that did that ever did.
Yeah. No, I mean that was amazing. That was fantastic. I mean, on it like it's not as practical as like a roll up battle mat, and also not as big. But I mean, those cost money, and we didn't have money.
Yeah, because we forgot the mat or didn't have it, and he had a road sign on his wall. Picked up off his wall, flipped it over, put it on his architecture desk, and fucking gridded it out real quick.
Yeah, no, I mean very impressive.
Yeah.
So, what's everyone else playing? I know you told me this already, but I've already forgotten. Sorry.
So, Brainy Jr. is playing a fighter of Athena who emphasizes her war and like tactical aspect. Because I think she wanted, but she didn't want to. When I was telling her like alignments and stuff, she's like, "Lawful Good sounds really boring."
Like the alignment stuff?
Yeah, like she's like, "I don't want to play Lawful Good. That just sounds like you're just a boring person."
I mean, I also like to buck the alignments. I think they're bullshit. I like allegiances a lot better, or beliefs.
Yeah,
like I like the systems where you have beliefs, and it's like you play.
It's more tailored in such a broad stroke.
Because I mean, you know, people in real life who it's like, I mean, in the public eye, they're lawful good, but it's like like really what they believe, kind of deal. Which I guess you could say is lawful evil, but I mean.
So I think she decided to be neutral good because she's leaning sort of chaotic.
Yeah.
But that's not very. The way she told me her goals and stuff is like, it doesn't make sense for you to be super chaotic. It makes more sense for you to be lawful, but I can see where you want to buck a little bit of the authority. And she wrote a big backstory and everything. So I was proud of her.
So she's playing Athena's child. So really super important. What's her wisdom score?
It's like 16.
All right.
Like it's good.
All right.
Yeah,
I was thinking like, look, and I'm not telling you how to run your game, but here's like a hook. If it was really low, I mean, you got a hook there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But she, going over all the fighter stuff, I was surprised fighter appealed to her, but that's what she wanted to do. And she wanted to go greatsword, great weapon fighting, 2-weapon specialization, all that jazz.
Cool.
Picked up the feat where if you take a -5 to hit, plus 10 to damage with a greatsword. So she picked that up. She's going to be the big damage dealer. So what I'm going to do...
That all makes sense. I mean, yeah.
What I'm going to do with her character is that her greatsword will be a sleeping, aspectless infernal arm.
Cool.
From Hades.
Cool.
So we'll see, like,
It's a Stygian
as she
blade.
develops, it can go a different way.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Let's see. And Artsy AJ is a ranger of Artemis.
Okay.
Heavy bow. She still kind of talks. She's the one. She's getting into it more and more. Just kind of setting something creative in her lap. She needs a lot of time to really process it.
I think, look, I mean, obviously I don't know her as well as you do, but like based on everything that I know about
she
her,
is the nerdy one.
she's going to get into it probably real hard.
Yeah.
is my guess. And I know that you run a great game. So, I mean, it's like, she's not going to have any reason to not like it. You know what I mean?
She's seen more into the rules, like all this stuff, that kind of, she's like, but I really like the way her cover on her notebook, because I use the art of the gods out of Hades. So the Artemis, she's like, I do really like, I look like this. I like this. This
Yeah.
is nice.
She definitely games like I was about to say used to, but honestly still do. Where it's like if there's good art of the class, it's like, oh, let me read about this class.
She has, I think I like her dice the most. Brandy Jr.'s dice are, they're armored. Like she's going to wear heavy armor, have the big swords.
Yeah.
They're blue and silver and look like they have armor plating. And then artsy AJ's, since she's a ranger of Artemis, hers are, and she's going to be stealth, long range bow. Hers are silver and green, but hollow. Look like they're made of ivy, so they clink like wind chimes. Like hers,
Yeah, it's
she has
awesome.
really nice dice.
I didn't know they made that sound when I ordered them for you.
No, they do. They're very cool. She's just there playing with them, and it just sounds like fucking wind chimes outside.
That's cool. Fushigi balls.
So she, Brandy Jr. is Zephyr, is the name she chose. Artsy AJ, she was just like, I don't know, dog water.
Rhonda, dog water.
It was like dog water. It's funny to me. I'll be dog water.
All right. How old is she?
She's 15.
Perfect.
And
Dog
then
water.
Once we actually started playing, and like she
I don't
saw
wanna be
everyone else
dog water
being, she's like, Azula. All right, sure.
There you go.
Sure, you don't want to be dog water.
Azula, dog water, Artemis. Artemis's last name's probably Artemis.
I need to give her like a bow with like a hound motif that's aquatic. The dog water bow.
That's a really honestly, man. What you should do is definitely like make it like a nickname for her that she like learns to regret. Like ever saying dog water. Make sure she hates the game. Okay, is my advice.
Everybody's gonna ask her, "Do you smell? Oh man, you smell like up dog." And then I was surprised by how much Choco Chica seemed to get into it, because she decided to make an orphan New York City kid who lived on the streets, lived in an abandoned building. She wanted to be a child of Hades, so it's watching Melissa, who is very, very analytical anyway.
Yeah.
So I start off, in Percy Jackson, normally like satyrs go out and find demigods and bring them back to the camp where they're safe and can be trained.
Okay.
So I'm playing the satyr who is out trying to find them. The satyr comes into the abandoned part of this collapsing building where RC AJ, whose character's name is Jay Schlapp. Apparently that's a Minecraft YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
She's like,
I thought it was a Jay Sherman impersonator.
This is what I look like, and I've got horns. I'm like, well, you don't have horns, but you can look like that. I'm surprised you're playing a boy. I applaud you for playing a boy.
They're so
a gender
underrepresented
reversal
in RPGs.
Yeah, it's true. I had a lot of girl power stuff planned, but if you play a boy, that's all right. That's fine. We can work with that. Playing the reverse of your gender, I appreciate. So when I went in and the satyr goes in, like, "Are you Jay?" "Yeah." "You're a demigod."
From YouTube?
I love your channel.
Yeah, man, it's great.
I've got all your merch.
Can you help me get a diamond pickaxe?
Yeah. It's like, you're a demigod. Have you ever noticed that you're special? They have like a little conversation. "Why don't you come with me? I've got you home at Camp Half-Blood." "Okay." And Melissa's like, "So this thing just comes into your house, tells you you're half god and you have a home. Come on, you're just going." "Yeah."
Well, I mean, she's an orphan, right? Living in a collapsing building. I mean, I could see the motivation to be like, yeah, this place fucking sucks.
I don't care. Go murder me.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I've lived my life.
Then it's just a sin that I don't have to commit.
And with RC AJ was easy because the leader of so Artemis as the virgin god has no demigods, but she has these chosen hunters that she imbues her with her power. So essentially,
Right.
in this game, they're functioning like what a demigod of Artemis would look like.
Gotcha.
So the leader of the hunters is like, "Hey, go to Camp Half-Blood. Do me a favor. I really want Chiron is the camp director."
Okay.
So
awesome.
she's like, "I need you to do me a favor. I want you to find Chiron's bow. Corner Rock the Heartseeker." "Okay, sure, I can do that." "Nice, thank you." And then for Melissa, I know, like, okay, she's already being very analytical. I'm going to have to give her a good reason.
What was the reason?
So she is playing, as the healer, her and her mother are travelers who go and they're pseudo doctors, nurses that go into impoverished communities and help them. But recently they've been being attacked by monsters. That's why demigods don't normally survive on their own because they attract monsters.
Okay. Now, is
So-
this a your game thing, or is that like
That's
a Percy Jackson thing? Okay.
Yeah. So then normally, like a lot of demigods don't really survive on their own because they attract all the monsters that are out in the world.
Gotcha.
So the monsters have been attacking. One attacked her the night before, attacked her mother and hurt her very badly. She's injured. She has an
those
infection.
kinds of monsters. I
Yeah.
thought you meant like late game capitalism or something like that.
Oh, that comes later on. Once they find, the monster's been manned the whole time. It's the other side of you that's really the monster.
Spoilers. I hope none of them listen to this.
So the original satyr took Jay Schlapp to New Mexico where they were, and she healed her mother and said, like, I can show you how to do this, teach you how to, and how you're dangerous while you're with your mother. So you need to be away from her so she won't get attacked again. And then she's like, okay, well, that's fair. So they all got together. They went to camp, and then the four of them happened to get put on a team together. And they had like an exhibition where we actually did actual combat, and they all seemed to really have a good time.
Cool.
That's where it ended.
Man, that's awesome. So you guys doing it weekly?
I'm going to try to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm jealous. I don't think I could ever it's so hard for me to convince Henry to do anything. And also it would be really boring for him to just play by himself.
No, your second wife, make sure she already has 3 grown kids.
Got
And
it.
then boom, you got your game.
Fucking got it. All right, that's good advice. if Nikki fails the blind pineapple cum taste test, then right.
I'm going to marry a gaming team, a pre-bet gaming team. Thank you.
Yep, got my new gaming group.
Because Melissa is Delphia, the cleric of Hermes. So
Cool, man. That sounds awesome. That sounds really cool. Really, really cool.
but trying to tell Choco Chica, like, all right, so you can look at people and make them throw up, and like looking at because they get cantrip spell like abilities.
Okay.
So I want to be fair to the books. So I was
Okay.
looking at what's a necromancy, because I gave her the death domain. One of the death domain is like pick a necromancy cantrip from any class and you have it.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, this one where you psychically make people vomit and take necrotic damage. That's what you can do. So sometimes when you get mad at people and you look at them, they throw up and die. Okay, cool.
That's awesome.
So that was Sunday. That was good.
That sounds really good.
Melissa had a hard time sort of paying total attention because she has a horrible kidney stone that only got worse Monday.
Yeah. We're recording today on Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
When I say today, I realize it means nothing to you listening.
Normally we would record on Monday,
Uh-huh.
but she had to call the doctor, and then I took off work because I wanted to make sure, she could get around because
Sure.
she had to take a lot of pain medicine. Even then, she was throwing up from the pain. Like it's in like the worst place, but also likely that she can pass it. So the doctor was like, let's wait
In
a
her
little
heart.
longer. Yeah. Yeah.
It's very rare that this happens, but your stone is in your heart.
In your heart.
We're going to need you to do some Iron Man shit if you're cool with that.
Then we're going to put a magnet inside of it.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
So it's been, pretty bad. So I very much hope she passes it soon.
I'm terrified of getting them, but I am still going to drink this Monster Energy drink. Oh, man, I feel bad for her. She's gone through this before, I know. And
A lot. Yeah, still not as bad as the time she had to get the bilateral kidney stents from having like 6 in one and 7 in the other, and that was. So the doctor's like, "Yeah, if we have to do surgery, we'll go in. I'll put another stent in." She's like, "Well, nope. Let's just see if I can pass it. Then this fucking sucks, but I don't want to stent again."
yeah, she's like, that's
The
like the
stent
worst
was
pain.
the worst pain of
Yeah.
her life.
Well,
So what have you been up to?
I have been up to playing some Friday Night Funkin', which is a game that I got turned on to after I streamed on. I streamed Radical Rex, the game we're going to talk about today.
Friday Night Funkin'?
Friday Night Funkin'. It is a free game for the PC that you can download. You might not want to download it because I think that you would hate it. It is a rhythm game.
Okay, yeah.
And it is like totally done
You use it to drive cars and play sports. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Not for
Yeah.
me.
No. Fortunately, it just stops at rhythm game. It is a lot of fun. So after I got finished streaming Radical Rex on Sunday, and Choctopus was streaming, and I was like, oh yeah, we'll go raid Chocto, and like Chocto was playing this game, Friday Night Funkin', and I had heard of it like because it got like one day when I was on Twitch, like I saw it on the charts or whatever, you know, or it's like in the categories, and it's like, oh, I've never really noticed that one before, but okay. And I was busy doing something, so I didn't check it out. So I was glad I got to see him play it, and I was like, oh shit, this was fucking fun. This looks really fucking fun. So I downloaded it that night after I streamed, after I watched his stream, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to sleep because A, I drank an energy drink, and B, I'm going to be thinking about this game the whole time. And I fucking played it, and like I beat it on normal and started playing it on hard.
Like that night?
Yeah, absolutely. I was playing that game of, if I go to sleep right now, how many hours do I get if I go to sleep right now? Like, and I wake up at the last possible moment I can before I'm late to work. How much can I sleep? I went to bed at 3. Which is rare for me on a weekday. On a school night, that's rare for me, but it was fucking totally worth it. The game is awesome. I love it. I was playing it today on my lunch break. Nikki and I watched an episode of the Great Pretender, which is like a super like Cowboy Bebop-esque anime that's on Netflix that is so far we're really enjoying. So we watched an episode of that, and she was like, well, I got to leave early because I got to get gas on my way back to work. And I'm like, I'm going to play a little bit of Friday Night Funkin', which turned into 30 minutes. Man, I'm just trying to get through it on hard now. And it's like, I mean, for me, a pretty casual rhythm game player, it's pretty difficult on hard.
I like rhythm games if I'm like, because I mean, I love Pump It Up. So I guess if I'm physically doing the rhythming, but like touching a controller where it's more, because I never hear the music, I just look at the arrows because I have no sense of rhythm like at all. So like the harder difficulties is like no, can't. No.
It's like keyboard. It's pretty much keyboard only, but I'm gonna hook up the Hori arcade stick that I've got and map the keys to buttons because it's like gonna make it a lot fucking easier, I think, because like there are 4 arrow directions that you have to press. It's like DDR. I mean, it's like when the arrows line up with the arrows, you press the key like up, down, left, and right. I'm just going to map those to like on a joystick so I can just use 4 buttons that are in a row instead of using the arrow keys where it's like, well, if I want to press up, I got to use my middle finger, which is above the 3 other keys. So it doesn't really, you know what I mean?
So then, I can see that delay of,
Because it's always just something I have to think about where it's like up. Okay, right. I got to do that. So the music's really good. And it's like presented by Newgrounds, so it has Newgrounds feel to it. Pico is in the game, like a very old, like that brought me back.
Pico from Breath of Fire 3?
No,
bring you back around.
No, Pico from the Newgrounds Flash game, which would totally be. I mean, it was in poor taste when it came out, but now it'd be super in poor taste, I'm sure. But there is like. There are 6 weeks, and each week has 3 songs, and you go through and it's kind of like a rap battle, kind of sorta, where it's like it's every song is a duet essentially, where it's like they have a part and then you have a part. It's very fun, and you can also play it like in a browser. If you don't want to download the game, you can play it in a browser. I downloaded the executable just because I heard that it plays better, and that makes sense. I mean, that it would play better. I've got all kinds of viruses now, but it's fine. It's worth it.
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I want to play more of it.
The way you said that reminded me whenever I walked in yesterday evening, and Brian Jr. was on her computer, and she's like, "Hey, I'm putting together another slang list." I was like, "Hell yeah, let's do this!"
Nice. Another what the kids say, 2021 edition.
2021, yeah. So
we got some more Patreon content coming up.
Yeah. We have got several good ideas for some Patreon.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of Patreon, we just this past Monday released a Patreon bonus episode on Star Fox Assault, where Cthusiast Jeff joined us. I think it turned out really good.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're not donating on Patreon, there's a bunch of bonus content.
There's a lot out there at this point. Yeah.
And all you have to do is pitch in $1. We usually say that for the end, but I mean, fuck it. Right?
We'll do it twice. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We'll finger trap it. But yeah, we're on Patreon. And then so in that episode, the Star Fox Assault episode with Jeff, we're talking about how cool it would be if there was a Star Fox game that is procedurally generated and it's a roguelike, and how much fun that would be. And then Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, I believe it was, listened to that episode and then said, hey, they're making that game. And there's a game called Whisker Squadron, where you play as a cat piloting an R-Wing, essentially. There are 3 different characters, and from what I understand, each character has like a different special weapon. Like one of them has like lock-on missiles that all kind of like fire out at once. And it is exactly what we said that we wanted. Like it is fucking crazy. It's a roguelike, it's procedurally generated, the bosses are randomized. And it is like very, very Star Fox like.
Sweet.
And it's like the Kickstarter on that launches on April 6th. It's from Flip Fly. It's the people who did Race the Sun. I don't know if you have heard of that one or not. I never played it, but I remember hearing about it when it came out like a few years back. And there's like not a whole lot for it right now, but there's like a teaser trailer kind of deal, and it's like, yeah, this looks fucking fun. And it's all like low poly right now, and I hope it stays that way, because it's like, man, this looks like fun. If anybody knows anybody at Flip Fly, like fucking, I want in early. And if that's like a reward tier on Patreon or on Kickstarter, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna fucking I want.
This is real. This is legit.
Yeah, I want in. But it's also like, damn it, guys, why do you have to be on Kickstarter? Because like I get burned on video games on Kickstarter constantly.
Yep.
Constantly.
Thank you, Cosmic Star Heroine, for not letting me down.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I've got a much better track record with tabletop RPGs on Kickstarter than I do at video games. Like, I think may have gotten just one like video game. Like, everything else is like, don't worry, we're still working on it 4 years later. And it's like, I get it. These things take a long time, but fucking Christ, man. So, we got a package.
Yeah, we do. Forgot about that.
We got a package.
Got a package from
speaking of Patreon content,
from Executive Bruiser Abby and Terrified Michelle.
Nice. I say Patreon content because I imagine this is food in here.
We believe confident is the new beautiful. To us, a confident woman is a beautiful woman. So they've repackaged whatever this little subscription box.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, yeah, what do we open up? I mean, I agree that, I like a confident woman.
Professor Payne into ass sphincter shrinker hot sauce.
Not pain into ass.
Butt blazing recipe number 2 XXX hot sauce.
Oh my God, that's a big bottle too.
Ingredients: applesauce, apple sugar, vitamin C, ascorbic acid, citric acid, distilled vinegar, water, raisins, spices, balsamic vinegar, apple juice, chili extract, salt, and xanthan gum.
I'm not gonna be able to taste any of it.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like this pineapple in this Monster Energy drink. I'm going to taste that. I'm going to be like, I like it or I don't like it.
Tabasco spicy chocolates.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Dr. Ashburn's all-natural elixirs, fire roasted habanero pepper sauce.
All right. Man, habaneros taste really good.
Fire roasted habanero peppers. Number 1 ingredient. Red wine vinegar, water, salt, xanthan gum, and ascorbic acid.
Red wine.
My name is Dr. Alan Eichen Ashburn. My elixirs are now available for you after benefiting from our family and friends of 3 generations, created by my great-grandma, Ma Ashburn. Perfected by my grandma, Yusa Ashburn. Yusa taught my mother, Maura Ashburn, how to make the elixirs. Dr. Ashburn's life-changing elixirs was made from the finest ingredients. Now, I wouldn't say anything I haven't tried myself, so take on these elixirs today and share them with your family and your friends. Dr. Ashburn.
Nice.
Sweet. Thank you.
Nice. And you're using that voice because it's fun, first of all. And secondly, like the labels look like they're like the old Wendy's tabletop pattern, you know, or is it Subway
or this is what
Subway wallpaper.
Dr. Burns, Mr. Burns gave everybody on the baseball team.
Yeah,
This is-
right. Yeah, Daryl. Oh man.
Damn it, Boggs, cut off those sideburns.
Oh fuck. Well, you want to talk about the game?
Let's do it. Do you hear that, Dave?
I do hear that. It sounds
we
like
hear something specifically, I think.
what's that?
A rap.
Oh, is that how? Yeah, okay, all right, yeah, perfect.
Unless I'm stumbling on another kind of bit you had about
Fuck,
it.
dude. I'm not. You know me. Well, let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do. You know, like I made a special trip to the car to get an adapter so that we could play this. Yeah, let's do this. Of course, I hear that.
Awesome! Legendary. He's so rad, he's my real cool radical Rex.
Radical Rex.
He's so rad, he's my real cool radical Rex.
Radical Rex.
He's so rad, he's my real cool radical Rex.
Radical
My
Rex.
real
No
cool
shit.
radical Rex. He's my real cool radical Rex. Radical Rex.
All right, that's radical. That's the intro.
Which the YouTube closed caption is certain they are saying Radical Rick. They're certain. Radical Rick.
I looked up lyrics to that song because I was like, when I was about to stream it on Twitch, I was like, I want to make a play on this, right? So it's like, and they totally got it wrong because like I'm pretty sure they're saying he's a Radical Rex, but they kept saying he's my Radical Rex, and it's like no one owns Radical Rex.
No, it's too
That
radical.
goes against anything Radical Rex stands for.
Because I do not think that we have played a game this 90s since Toe Jam and Earl.
It's been it's been a minute.
Yep.
It has been a minute. But specifically this kind of 90s.
Yeah,
This
yeah, yeah.
funky like we're cutting edge slang 90s.
Yep.
Like Street Hockey 95 is like probably like that's a super 90s game, but in a very different way. Like in the gritty, nasty, like you know what I mean? Like grimy mocap kind of, you know, like where it's just like this feels like a 90s game because it looks so shitty and they're trying out new technology and they're not good at it and they don't realize that it won't be useful in like 5 years when everyone's like, yo, polygons, dog. But yes, you're right. This has Toe Jam and Earl fucking vibes.
if I'm would be surprised if there's like a 7-minute Radical Rex cut out there
Radical Rex?
somewhere.
Oh God,
Like,
if there's not.
he's a real cool dude. Doesn't listen to his parents. Does whatever he wants to do. He throws his homework in the lava because no one's gonna make Radical Rex.
I mean, look, Patreon content, we could do that if you want. I mean, I know someone in town who could probably fucking produce that for us if we really wanted to do it. It's going to cost some money, but we could do it.
Well, it's like stumbling upon the 11-minute cut of the Rescue Rangers theme
Oh,
song.
God, I
you know, it's
know.
like, what?
Extended
That's
saxophone
real?
solo. They got one for Tailspin, and yeah, man. I guess Disney's like whole attitude towards that is, well, we're paying for the studio time and the musicians anyway. Might as well get our money's worth. Make us an 11-minute theme song. We'll pick and choose from that. Of course, I hear that fantastic slang rap. Where such words as excellent and radical are used, which usher in a segment that we like to call
Unseen, the zip, zap, and zow.
right? Which, oh yeah, did we make it clear that is in the game? Like that is from the game. You turn on your Super Nintendo, and that's what comes out of it.
Yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure everybody knew that.
Are you still here? Press those buttons.
Right?
Play.
I did think that was actually kind of cute when Radical Rex yells at you.
He gets mad that you're watching his intro. He's like, just fucking play already.
Right. He's like, dude, you've let it loop 4 times. What are you doing? Of course I hear that, which ushers in a segment that we like to call Dave Reads from Wikipedia. Okay, guys, Radical Rex is an action platforming video game released in 1994 in North America, Europe, and Australia. It is a remake. You ready for this? Are you ready? Shit's gonna get
remake.
Shit's gonna get weird. Okay,
all right.
So buckle up. And it's gonna sound totally planned, and it's totally not. If this is not planned, but this game is a remake of the 1993 Game Boy game Baby T-Rex. Do you remember Baby T-Rex?
No.
Okay. We're Back is an episode we did two episodes ago. We're Back is the Game Boy version of Baby T-Rex. Like they just remade Baby T-Rex and was like, okay, because Baby T-Rex was Europe only. So they were like, shit, man. And dude, they pushed, Beam pushed fucking Baby T-Rex. They were like, all right, we built this Baby T-Rex engine. Let's slap as many fucking like properties on this motherfucker as we possibly can.
God.
There are literally like, they tried to push through, I think like 6 iterations of Baby T-Rex with like, all right, what's hot in Britain? This little duck guy, cool. Put him on the, oh, it's cool in North America. We're back. All right, fine, dinosaurs, perfect. So it's like, they're like hitting up all these like different pockets and they're like, we're going to make some fucking money off of Baby T-Rex. It's not a good game. I played it.
If it had been good.
Yeah, I played it for a little bit. It's not like a horrible game, but I mean, it was a game that would have occupied me as a child, but it's like outside of that, I mean, it's like
It's not something to build a 6-game franchise on top of.
no, but honestly, I think to call it a franchise is like giving it a little too much credit because it is literally like if you go online and search for like there's an article that I read that was super interesting because it had screenshots. It is literally the same game. They just changed the main character sprite. Like that's all that they did.
Shit.
So anyway, yeah. So I just thought it was a weird connection because it's like this has a connection to fucking We're Back, an episode that we just did this month.
All 90s dinosaurs are related.
Yeah, it's like the 6 degrees of We're Back. So anyway, it was published by Activision and developed by Australian game studio Beam Software for the Super NES, Genesis, and Sega CD. Get a load of this next sentence. A Microsoft Windows port published by Pico Interactive, not related to the Newgrounds character, was released on March 7th, 2019. I know, that face is, I wish everyone could have seen that face. I don't know. I tried to see if I could buy it like haphazardly. I was like, I don't really give a shit. And it's like, I couldn't find anything. So I was like, I don't know if this is true or not, but seems like a weird claim.
Yeah.
Maybe they transposed some numbers there and they meant 1920. Sorry, 1902.
There you go.
Back when Dr. Aspers.
0192.
The year of our Lord 0192. Radical Rex was bestowed upon us. So there we go, Radical Rex. And if you are curious, if you're like, dude, I just listened to that intro and it fucking sounded good. I wonder if it sounds better on the Sega CD. It does. Yeah, it does. There's like an extended, like, yeah. There's
There
like,
we go.
It's
perfect.
So
I knew it had to be out there.
yeah, I mean, if you want the true experience, I recommend if you have the means picking it up on Sega CD.
God, how much is it on Sega CD?
It's not. Who knows? I'll look it up. That's a good question. Okay, so while I look it up, would you do me the honor, please, of giving the good people a taste of what Radical Rex is like just by reading from the instruction manual?
Perfect. Let me scroll up to where you sent that to me. All right. Rex and the Hex.
I already love this.
For millions of years, dinosaurs have cruised the prehistoric party lands, doing cool dinosaur-like things in perfect harmony. Primordial.
This starts off like a Mad Lib.
It does.
Give me a place. Partyland.
Give me a name and a form of black magic. Rex and Hex.
Oh my God.
Primordial life was totally kickback. Skateboarding, grooving, chowing down at all-you-can-eat salad bars, and just hanging out.
What the fuck?
That's a lot of N apostrophes in a sentence.
Hey, Brad. We need you to fill 2 pages in this instruction manual with bullshit. Okay, can you do that? Can you handle that for us?
Dinosaurs don't eat other dinosaurs. It's all you can eat salad bars.
Can you please talk about salad bars?
And just hanging out. Living in the dino world was as awesome as a high-speed board jump through the freshest half pipe. Way cool.
Could you read that again? I didn't catch that. It sounded like a broadband internet commercial for a second.
Living in the dino world was as awesome as a high-speed board jump through the freshest half pipe. Way cool. But then one day, out of nowhere like a sideways board slide, came the mammals.
Those fucking mammals always fucking up our fucking salad bars.
At first, it seemed like these mammal tops were just little furry nuisances.
And then they started putting their penises
They just
inside of the
started
other
fucking
ones.
everything.
Instead of spraying them all over eggs.
That occasional had to be wiped under your feet. No sweat. Skateboarding did get a little bumpier because we fucking killed these things by rolling over them with our skateboard.
It does not say that. It does not.
It's implied. But
Brad would never write that. Brad from Hey Dude would never do that.
Sure. But there was no major change in lifestyles of the hip and happening, so the dinos partied on until the day Seth Ron showed up.
Fucking Seth Ron.
Seth Ron. The most evil of the stepdads, Seth Ron.
Resting Twitch Face,
The
aka
Dark Jedi stepdad, Sith Ron.
Resting Twitch Face, aka John, mentioned on the stream, and I thought this was hilarious. The villain's name sounds like a yacht that 2 frat bros went in on.
Oh, God. What's wrong with the Ron Seth? That sounds weird, man. It's the Seth Ron.
And let's be honest, if our names were Seth and Ron, it could have been the name of this podcast.
True. A funky-looking mammal with magical powers busted out of the frozen waste carried out his master plan to reduce all the dinos to zip so that mammals could rule the earth. Not exactly a cool deal for the righteous reptilian race.
Man, that got kind of like, I don't know, that kind of got like radical at the end there. You know what I mean? And not the 90s radical.
So in Friends, when Joey writes the adoption letter for Chandler and Monica, they say, they want him to rewrite it to sound smarter, so he uses a thesaurus on every word. That is just what this sounded like.
We need to make the 90s thesaurus, is what we need to do.
Yep. Seth jetted through the once kicking lands using his sorcery to zap the doomed dinos with his horrible hex. With a wave of his hypnotic wizard staff, Seth Ron placed most of the dinosaurs in the land under his nightmarish command. Brutal! I mean, if this fucker can fucking do this, it sounds like they're the race that's gonna fucking survive anyway. If Seth Ron continues spreading his evil magic throughout the rest of the dino lands, the prehistoric world will be hating life. That's weird. With dinosaurs doing Seth Ron's dirty work, the land before time it's a trademark
Right? Yeah, Spielberg's going to call you.
was almost out of time. But they don't have time, so how can they be out?
I don't know. Back to the Future is going to get you too.
Yeah. But one young dino dude was too hip to fall under the sway of Seth Ron's magic. Radical Rex! The raddest, baddest dinosaur on prehistoric pavement. God damn it. Keenly outsmarted the evil wizard's mortal curse. So now Rex must take on the grim guru before he gets to the rest of his dinosaur buds. And most importantly, his dino darling, Rexan.
Rexan!
I don't want to free you from the mortal curse, Rexan. You won't do it, Sithron, so don't it work? Will the Mesozoic bad boy?
The Mesozoic bad boy. That's gonna be my new Steam name.
Yep.
The Mesozoic. That's. Can I change our Twitter bio to the Mesozoic bad boys?
Bad boys.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Be able to X that hex or lose his main squeeze an entire dinosaur race to the sinister sorcerer Sethron. Radical Rex, the world's last hope. Radical Rex for restoring prehistoric partying. Stop Sethron's hex. Whether the result of a calculated dino move or just plain luck, it's up to Rex to defeat the power-hungry Sethron and save Rexan and the rest of the dinosaur race from extinction. You must help Rex thrash through dangerous prehistoric worlds to defeat the evil Sethron before it's too late. God.
And what's funny to me is that it's like, honestly, when this game came out, that wouldn't seem ridiculous to me. That's sad. That's sad because it's like I was a kid and it was the 90s, and that would have been like, all right, good enough for me. I mean, they really put effort into this story.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
If you were to buy Radical Rex loose for the Sega CD, on average, how much do you think you would pay for it?
See, I bet it's fucking expensive.
Do you know, like, what's your, like, do you have a general idea how Sega CD games typically run?
No, I don't.
They do typically run high.
Okay. And this has got to be like a fucking obscure one that did not sell. So I want to say like at least 150.
Tyler, actual retail value of Radical Rex loose, on average, for the Sega CD, at the time of this recording, accordingpriceShouting.com, got that all out of order, is $205.
God.
Man, I'm so glad I don't collect Sega CD games.
Yep. God, man.
For multiple reasons. For like that.
Yeah.
That is one big reason. Another reason is disc rot. Like, that's a thing that's happening with optical media, where it's just like, oh yeah, we made this like fucking decades ago. It's just gonna disintegrate.
God, man, that really sucks.
It's not a circuit board. It's just some shit we burned into some shitty paper. So,
man, God damn.
Then we laminated it real good. But yeah, you leave it in the sun, it'll just go away. Or, time. So yeah, Radical Rex.
Radical Rex.
He's like the Bart Simpson of the Mesozoic era.
Yeah.
So I have a question about the story. As a human who likes existing, I
don't.
We don't want the human to win?
Yeah, about to say, so we don't. We want the mammals. We want the Chrono Trigger ending where the lizard people win. Where Azala and the giant T-Rex kill Chrono and Ayla.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much. Well, and it's like the intro, the actual intro in the game kind of matches up with that story a little bit, but it's like that explains like Sethron appears and Sethron is like, it sounds like he came from the future. And it's like, okay, well, that
so
makes
these little bitty squishy furry bumps, and now suddenly one wields magic that can God slaying magic to enslave the dinosaurs.
He's Gargamel, essentially. It's like imagine Gargamel. There, you got Sethron.
Yeah.
And it's like he comes from the future and he's like, oh, I'm gonna wipe you guys out. And it's like, dude, just fucking wait. You don't have to do that. Like, it just happens. You're here.
I have the black materia.
Right? It's like, Sethron, dude, you're here because it happened. You're wasting your time.
Yeah.
Unless you just really want to fuck Rexan, which if that's the case, just say it.
But Rexan looks like every other all the because there's Radical Rex who looks standard T-Rex, looks like
I mean,
fucking,
kinda.
yeah. Well, he looks like Gon from Tekken 3, but he and then the other, I guess the quote unquote female dinosaurs are all purple with some sort of growth on their head that resembles a ribbon.
You're sure, yeah. Like a little bow.
Because I doubt they had them back then, so they have bow growths.
Maybe Seth Ron brought it with him.
Oh, it's true. That's
like,
how he's controlling them.
He's like, fuck, I got to tell the girl dinosaurs from the boy dinosaurs. Boom, there you go. Girl dinosaur.
Just about the fact these are purple and the others are brown, but still not enough.
Seth Ron is colorblind.
And whenever you see Radical Rex, it looks like hearts pour out of your vagina. I mean, I guess humans do that too, but still.
Yeah. A sweet, sweet dinosaur cloaca.
So before we delve into the game, into the gameplay.
Oh, sure, yeah.
We got to start with the options menu.
Oh, yeah.
Like we do most games.
Yeah. Yeah, the options, there's an options menu, and it's weird. And it's also the best part of the game. I'm so glad that you brought it up. It is honestly, truly the best part of the game. You've got like your difficulty.
It's a rare thing to say for a Nintendo game.
It is. And honestly, I'll say that if this game has one like really shining moment, it is the option screen. It starts out where it's like choose your difficulty, and it's like easy, medium, hard. Easy's default. It's like, okay, that's weird, I guess, but whatever. I don't have to feel bad for making it easy. And then it's like, okay, do you want the sound to be stereo or mono? It's like, okay, mono, please. And then it's like, all right, animation test. Oh, wait, sorry, there's another weird one. There's a weird one where it's like, how many controllers?
Should you know when I plug them in?
Right. One. All right. So one, and that, which is actually kind of a cool option. It's just, it's not worded. I was going to say it's not worded well. It's really not worded at all.
Use cheat codes, yes or no.
Right. Yeah. Because it's like, well, because this is a 2-player game. You can play this 2-player, but it's like Super Mario Brothers style where it's like you switch off. So it's like, I guess if it's one controller, you just use the same controller. Whereas if it's 2-player, they expect you to have a second controller. And then there is an animation test where like a lot of games will have like a sound test where you can play through music and sound effects. This one does not have that. It has an animation test, which goes through all of Rex's different animations.
Boy, howdy.
Oh, man. They're a fucking delight because taken out of context.
But this is the part of Shrek that has the jokes just for the adults. Taken out of context, because it's all these animation tests are just on a black background. It's just Rex. He's isolated. There's no like lush jungle background or anything like that. It's just darkness. And 20% of these are extremely sexual, taken out of context. My personal favorite is the one where Rex is laying on his belly with his mouth open, looking up as in desperation for approval, and pointing his finger into his mouth. Looking up at daddy. Right.
Yeah. Show me, Rex, show me where you want it. That's a good boy.
Well, there's the one where it looks like he has his tail wiggling like a tiny penis between his legs.
Yeah.
And he's just opening his mouth as hard as he can to show you where to put it.
Yeah. Good old Hagao. Rex has been in my search history. Get out of there, Rex.
Man, Rex, this is radical.
Way radical. Holy shit. You've been hitting the prehistoric pavement like hard, dude. Watch out for the prehistoric sting, because
I'm going to get you prehistoric pregnant.
Take you back behind the prehistoric middle school. Oh my God. And then there's one where it's Rex's climbing animation, and in the game, there are vines that Rex climbs on, but in the animation test, they don't show that. They just show Rex holding nothing,
Yep.
and it looks like he's
I'm
holding.
gonna jerk off with my back to you.
Right. I mean, you could Photoshop anything you want.
Three of us could get in this line and jerk off to the same thing, and we're not looking at each other's dicks. This is like a brilliant idea. We can all enjoy the porn and not be gay.
Yeah, it's like, look, Rex, come on, man. Oh God. So yeah, there's an animation test, and it's worth the price of admission.
Yep.
It is. It's everything's downhill from there, pretty much.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. That is honestly the peak of the game. That's the pinnacle. It doesn't get any better than that.
I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's fine.
Oh, about the game?
No, it's fine.
It's just fine.
It's fine.
Nothing bad.
The pixels are fine.
The pixels are good. I think it's a good looking game.
Yeah. Rex's size, fine. I have no opinion, no opinion at all on the size of Radical Rex.
You don't think he's like the sprite's a little large, a little slow?
I didn't really notice. I didn't notice anything.
I mean, if you were to say that, you'd be correct. I would think.
I don't know. I think everything was pretty okay.
I'll say it then. The sprite's too big. His sprite is too big, and he's too slow.
So many games on the Super Nintendo are this.
I mean,
I'm sorry if it seems like I say it a lot, but there are a lot of games that do this.
there are a lot of games that do it. I mean, you're right.
Fucking resting Twitch face. Fuck you and knowing me. I must say it because it's true. He's too big. He's too slow.
Oh, baby.
In this clunky ass platformer.
Baby, I'll put it in slow. Don't worry.
Not as bad as the fucking other dinosaur game. We're back.
We're back.
Not as bad as that. That is like the epitome of everything I hate about a Super Nintendo platform.
Well, if there's anything good to say about the speed at which Radical Rex moves, which is slow,
unless he's on that skateboard.
right? And I think that it is like, I honestly don't think it was a conscious decision where it's like, let's make Rex on foot slow so that the skateboarding feels fast. I think that's a happy coincidence that happened because his sprite is too big where it's like if he were faster, the game would be super hard because like you can't see a lot of what's around you because he's so big. But yes, and there's stark contrast between him walking, his walk speed, and when he gets his skateboard. And like, so the skateboarding, this game...
But you can't see anything where you're going at all on that skateboard. It's
too fast.
Too much.
It's too fast and you can't see as much. But the thing is, it's like you don't really need to see a whole lot usually because it's like all you have to do is like press up or down to kind of orientate whether your skateboard is up or down because you go anytime you skateboard, essentially you go through these like loop-de-loops and it's like imagine a Sonic level. That's what you're doing on a skateboard. And it very much feels like they were like, we like Sonic. Let's put a Sonic element.
Let's zoom in on real close on Sonic and do that.
Oh God. Can you
instead of rings, eggs.
Right.
Perfect.
Yes. At least they do eggs better than We're Back because they do use eggs in Radical Rex to kind of like show you where to go. So that does help a lot because there's not any of that like Jungle Book bullshit where it's like, a vine didn't spawn and I don't know where to go.
It all looks the same. It's all green and jungly.
Right. But like back to the skateboarding, like it's like a mashup of, and this is going to make it sound good. For that, I'm very, very sorry. But it's a mashup of Adventure Island. Because like in Adventure Island, Master Higgins gets a skateboard power up and he has a skateboard. And he rides that skateboard until he gets hit. And that is exactly how it works in Radical Rex. Exactly. Like you cannot skateboard unless you've picked up a skateboard power-up. And then once you pick up the power-up, you're skateboarding.
It's Adventure Island, only everything is rocks.
Pretty much everything.
Immediately rocks that you trip over immediately.
I mean, to be fair, that is also Adventure Island.
It even tries to sell it in the intro of this game where it says... like more speed and you're more thrills. You're on the skateboard,
right?
More spills. You wreck the skateboard and die. Like that's a selling point of the game.
Right?
Is a sudden death and falling into lava.
Yeah,
and then more romance where you see Rexanne and there's hearts in her vagina.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I'm sold.
Her vagina.
I mean, look, I already bought the game. You know, Like, you don't have to sell me on it.
Yep, yep.
You already tricked me.
Yeah. Because it does like the old fashioned like Nickelodeon scroll. More thrills. More. Yeah.
Like in the Indiana Jones font where it's like, yeah, right.
It's like, what are you trying to be?
Yeah.
90s game.
That. That. Yeah. Yeah. So there is skateboarding in the game. And I guess like one departure from Adventure Island is that you can stash the skateboard. Like you can use the L and R to either stash it away. I don't know where you put it, but you just put it in your like dinosaur pocket.
Fucking up your dino ass.
And that cloaca, that skateboard hole.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This radical pavement pounding skateboard hole.
Did you paleontologists just found this year that all dinosaurs had a skateboard hole?
Yeah. And like they're still looking for the preserved skateboard, but those rot away because they're just
wood and rubber and sure, yeah.
Because back then wood, bacteria hadn't developed to break down the wood, so it was as hard as steel.
Right.
That is the thing about wood prehistorically, but
What?
There hadn't been bacteria to break it down, so ancient wood was like steel.
Really?
So
I thought it would just fossilize.
Once it collapsed, there was nothing to break it down. So over time, to my understanding, that is now coal because there was nothing to break it down.
Huh. Interesting.
I could be. I remember reading that factoid, listening to that factoid on YouTube. Between my radicalization of the right and the vaccine was what is coal.
Man, don't get me started on how I fucked up my YouTube suggested videos. All it takes is to watch one wrong video that you might not have even clicked on. It's not, and don't worry, it's nothing like horrible, but it's definitely stuff where it's like, oh, Henry can't see this. Because it's all just like, it's all like Twitch clips essentially, and like nothing that I want him to see. But that's all YouTube's like, oh shit, we found what you like. Oh, well, I mean, I do, but don't show
but
them to
all
me.
right now, like no win.
There's a time and place, YouTube.
Like I'm okay with Kenna cussing, but she's got no time and a place for it. She doesn't know that yet. So no, YouTube,
Right,
no.
exactly.
She can show her blue fucking dog to her friends, but not to her nanny.
Right. Oh, God. Okay. So, Radical Rex.
Radical Rex.
It's a platformer.
Uh-huh.
I feel like we probably should have said that.
Yep. It's a slow, overly large platformer.
Yep.
I see. You know what I would have liked?
Anything else?
A skateboard level. Give a whole level meant for you to be on the skateboard. Instead of these little short vignettes where you're just going to die really quickly. Like,
yeah, I mean, you do lose them.
I feel like the skateboard was almost like a selling point of the game, and it's such a non-issue.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I agree with you. Like even in the ad, do you remember the print ad?
No,
it's like a 2-page ad, white background, and on the left page is really just like a blur. I remember this from like back in the like Game Pro and comic books. It ran, and so you follow the blur from the left page to the right page, and there's Radical Rex on his skateboard, and then it's got the ad copy, and so it's like like in the ad he's on a skateboard, on the box art he's on a skateboard, and it's like that is honestly the best thing that this game has going for it, but like you said, it's just not front and center.
It's not an important thing in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's just usually you do it to get to like eggs. You know what I mean? Like there, a lot of times you don't even have to skateboard, like because you'll fail, and then the game's like, well, we've provided an alternate route you can take on foot, which is good, right? I mean, because you don't want to be fucking stuck, but at the same time, it's kind of like, yeah, but like the skateboarding is like fun as opposed to like this, which is
I'm gonna make my second
less
Friends
fun.
represence of the episode.
Please,
and be
God,
like,
keep them
this,
coming.
So this game is like, okay, so they made the game.
It's like a cow's opinion.
Best line in Friends.
It is
hands down.
It is.
So it's like they made the game, and then they sent it off to advertising Chandler Bing, who then was like, oh yeah, skateboard. That's what it is. Kids love that shit. Yeah, fucking everything is going to be radical skateboarding. It could have just been called Rex. And he was like, skateboard's in it. Radical. That's what it is. That's what it is. Baby Rex? No. Radical Rex. Skateboard.
I mean, I got to be honest.
Skateboard and dino cloaca.
I mean, I got to be real with you. if you like told me, do you want to play Baby T-Rex or Radical Rex? I'm going to go Radical Rex 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe I'm in a Baby T-Rex mood every now and then, but it's like for most of the time we'd be like, yeah, Radical.
I want to be stretched out radically.
Yeah, fucking radicalize that dinosaur for me, please. Like what strange philosophies does he subscribe to?
Well, when you said radicalize, it reminded me of what I was going to say earlier about like YouTube algorithms. So I'll watch a few, because I still watch Stephen Colbert and, you know, the typical like late night TV. Occasionally I'll watch like a left-wing talking head, which then made YouTube go, oh, Ben Shapiro? No, YouTube. YouTube, no. You sure?
Why?
Here are 8 Ben Shapiro videos.
Why?
No, that's the opposite of what I want, YouTube. You're just looking at political commentator and try to throw me Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
No, YouTube.
Tyler, he's very popular. Have you heard?
Yeah. So unfortunately, which I really hadn't heard to him until his WAP commentary.
Same. I feel like that's got to be like the best thing that ever happened to him is
Yep.
not knowing how to make his wife come. Fuck. Not the best thing for her, but I mean, for
Yeah.
him, it worked out pretty
Well,
good.
yeah, she's okay with it. She even explained it to him like, sweetheart, they don't.
Women don't come. It's a myth. I mean, it is a myth, though, right?
Oh, yeah,
Like, if we're just
totally,
being okay,
totally.
all right, okay.
If they need a mop, that's an infection.
Oh, fuck. Thank God. I was worried there for a minute.
Put your finger in and she's wet. Like, oh my God, you're sick.
Let's get you to the doctor.
Yeah.
You
Get a hair dryer. We're going to dry this out.
Doc, she's in hysterics.
Yeah. Get the B vibrator.
Dude, being a doctor in like the late 1800s or whatever the fuck, like had to be like the best fucking
Yeah.
job where like men are just like, you got to fix her. And the doctor's like, all right, just, you got to leave. I'll fix her.
She's hysterical. Like I've got my hysterical cure. No, it's fine.
It's fine. I mean, as long as she's okay with it.
Back then, even if she wasn't. If she's not okay with it, then we just commit her. Women had it bad, y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
And continue to, but it was really bad back then.
Yeah. Ma'am, I'm going to cure you. But the good news is you might come. Because I'm a doctor, and back then it means I just have a bigger dick than your husband.
What is that? Bees. See? It's bees. You're hysterical. Shut up, or you're going to the sanitarium.
Yikes. Big yikes. That's going to be on the new slang quiz.
Yikes.
Big yikes.
Big
yeah,
yikes.
wait for it. Yeah.
All right. Because it's sort of the same like 3 or 4 levels.
I
over and over
I
again.
noticed the hesitation and how do we segue off of the horrible things that we did to women. I get it. Yeah. Where do you go from that? Yeah.
Speaking of history repeating, this game it's got 4 levels between jungle, swamp, space, graveyard, and something else.
The inside of a dinosaur.
Inside of a dinosaur.
Yeah, where you play the Ren and Stimpy Vidiots level.
It's weird. It's
It is
Sort
weird.
of the falling down. It's sort of bouncy. Like I don't know.
Well, here's what it is. It's like a bouncy ice level, and like
which let's find 2 words that would be fun put together. Bouncy ice.
and ice. Yeah, it's like they rolled the sex dice. You know,
Yeah.
lick teeth. Yeah, but it is. It's like because like when I was playing it, I was like, it's slippery inside this dinosaur. It's hysterical.
Yeah.
So like,
We gotta find the dinosaur clitoris and calm it down.
Jesus, you think that would be easy to find? Smaller.
yeah, exactly. That's where mammals had it much easier.
There is like, it is. It's like an ice level that is also just the ground is bouncy, and you have to use the bounce to reach high up places. And there's also like lots of
Little
stomach
weird
acid.
narrow passageways and
And you've listed all the levels because
Yep.
it does that, and then it just repeats them. in backwards order, which really sucks because it's like the whole Sethron stealing Rexanne angle, like that doesn't even come into play until halfway through the game. You get through the fucking the jungle and the inside the dinosaur, and you get through the dinosaur graveyard, and then like all of that, and then the underwater level where we haven't even talked about what Rex can do, how like Rex attacks things. He can breathe fire, and the intensity of that fire, which I'd like to point out, that would make him a dragon and not a dinosaur. A thing that absolutely, that kind of shit turned me off so fucking hard, like as a kid, where it's like
Fucking horse shit!
For real. Like this is so fucked up, but it's like, if you had given me this game as a kid, I would have been offended that he was breathing fire. Riding a skateboard, on the other hand, totally fine.
We don't know that they did.
Right? Totally fine. So yeah, you breathe fire, and it's like you get power-ups that like increase the intensity of that fire. And then there's also a power-up you can get where it's normally like just a jet of flame, you know? But you can pick up a power-up that lets you like spit hot fire out of your mouth.
The Dylon power.
Yeah. And you lose that, much like the skateboard, you lose that if you get hit. And it's like, okay, whatever. You got like a thing. At least you got like a consistent thing going on with like you get hit and you lose something cool. Then there's also, and that turns into, when you're underwater, that turns into bubble breath. Which essentially,
Which makes sense, right?
yeah, I mean that makes more sense than fire.
You
really,
put a lighter underwater, it turns into bubbles.
oh, I just thought it was just him breathing out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it kind of does turn to bubbles, like because the butane, like it comes out. You know, what I mean, but like the bubble breath sucks because it isn't fire; it's just air, and it will not kill enemies underwater. It'll just kind of like stun them and stuff.
Yeah.
And then like there's also a kick. So Radical Rex can kick.
Oh God, yeah.
And you have to kick. It took me a really long time to realize that there was a kick. But there are certain segments inside, when you're inside the big dinosaur that ate you. I mean, you just skateboard right down his gullet. There are segments in there where like
William Lake fighting any dragon.
That's
a reference for me and you and Josh.
Right, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you know, that's
how you kill a dragon in D&D really easily.
Did you know that's how Tony Hawk's dad died? He skateboarded down a dragon's mouth.
Makes sense.
And that's why Tony Hawk is such a good skateboarder, because he was like, the only way that he can avenge his father's death is to also skateboard down that dragon's mouth, but kill him while doing it.
Perfect, yeah.
I mean, that's just facts.
I bet they were both inspired by that Garfield cartoon where they drive the car into the volcano.
Oh God, yeah. Fucking what is it? Garfield Goes Hawaiian? Was that the name of that?
That's it.
Was that the name of it? Oh God, I hope it is. Because man, I used to watch that shit all the time because my mom was super nice and recorded that special for me, and the Halloween special, and the Christmas special. Oh yeah, and she edited out the commercials and everything. And it's like, man, Mom, it's fucking real nice of you. As an adult, I wish I had those tapes, and I wish they had the commercials, because now as an adult, I just want those commercials.
Yep.
But still, fucking pro mom move. So yeah. You got to kick, and you need to do that kick like inside the dinosaur. Every now and then, I guess cartilage forms or something, and you have to kick at cartilage so you can get through the level. And then also typically breathing fire on an enemy won't kill it. It'll just braze it.
Right, yeah, it gets a little singed.
Right. And then you have to kick it, and if you kick it, it turns to dust. And it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. I kind of wish I'd have known that going into it. But whatever. So yeah, back to the level progression. So after that, water level, you fight Sethron, and it's like, okay, you beat Sethron, and then he's like, fuck you, I'm taking Rexanne. And it's like, oh, okay, this is now the segment, I guess. And he takes Rexanne, and now you have to go back to the beginning of the game just by doing a second version of every level that you've already done. And that really sucks.
Yep.
That's feels super lazy, and also makes it feel like you're going in reverse because you're going in reverse, and that's not fun in video games to do.
Your dino body is welling with strong. Do quest again.
At least I like that better because they're straight up front. They're just like, here's a second loop. But in this one, they're like, this is the narrative. Deal with it. He's got Rexanne. Play the game backwards. And I mean, they're different levels, but I mean, they're...
Symphony of the Night stole the upside down castle from this.
Man, did you not... How far did you get in Radical Rex? Did you get to the Grand Falloon? In the dinosaur graveyard?
Made of dinosaur cloacas just smashed together.
Dead triceratopses are peeling off as you breathe fire. Oh, yeah. It's not a great game. But I honestly do think it looked good. I mean, really, like, I understand, as hilarious as it was to me that there was an animation test in the option screen, I understand why they did it, because it feels like that's where the game shines. I mean, when I looked at it, and obviously because it's prehistoric, but it gave me like Joe and Mac vibes, you know, where it kind of like had that look, or Bonk's Adventure, again, prehistoric, I know, but it definitely felt like that's what they were.
Prehistoric man.
Right. Well,
Banana.
Man, we haven't even gotten to Chuck Rock yet.
You're right.
A game I never wanted to play.
Got a lot of, because saw enough of it on Nick Arcade.
Yeah.
Fucking Chuck Rock.
Also, caveman games. I was never, much like I was a snob about dinosaurs breathing fire. It's like, man, why they always got to put dinosaurs in caveman games? Here's the answer: because dinosaurs are interesting and cavemen are not. Just get rid of the cavemen. If you want dinosaurs, just do a dinosaur game. Anyway, that's how I feel about cavemen.
If you had
games.
to make cavemen, make the dinosaurs like, I don't know, like a middle class family. I don't know.
Yeah,
you know.
right. Yeah, totally. But anyway, I guess the Flintstones did it, and they were super popular. So now they feel like everyone could do it.
Yeah.
At least the Flintstones did it like in an attempt of comedy, right?
Yeah, and selling cigarettes.
Right, sure, of course, naturally.
Because I remember Melissa and I were
Winstons?
watching old commercials when that one came up, and she was just like, she was floored.
Barney,
This was a thing.
sure, I'll join you for bowling right after I smoke a pack of my Winston cigarettes.
They're sitting there smoking their cigarettes, watching their wives do yard work.
Which, I mean, God, that fucking sounds pretty hot, honestly. There's nothing more that I love to do than go over to a friend's house, smoke a pack of cigarettes, and watch our wives do yard work.
You know, be really sexy, man. If you went out there and just used the weed eater everywhere, after you do that, come in here and get fucked, because that's what you're gonna want.
Don't worry, it's caveman era. Things are pretty okay for women right now. Actually, they probably weren't, but they're gonna they're gonna get a
You
lot
ever seen
more.
Clan of the Cave Bear? Nope, they were not.
Cloud of the Cave Bear?
Clan of the Cave Bear.
No, what is that?
That's where Daryl Hannah. Well, she gets raped by another caveman who just like finds her while she's wandering around trying to survive.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's more what would happen.
and we put them as stars in our cartoons and video games.
Yeah. Yep.
It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. I bet dinosaurs never did that shit.
No, never. They were radical. We've got documentation.
Yeah, I read a lot of dinosaur books as a kid, and that never came up.
All you can eat salad bars.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
And
totally.
pavement.
Oh, speaking of which, you talking
Salad bars, pavement, and consensual sex. Mesozoic era.
Yeah, end quote.
Mesowoke era.
The Mesozoic Boys 2021. You talking about the intro, the game, reminded me.
Wokezoic. That's what I should have went with.
Fucking, I'm changing our bio. Wokezoic. The Wokezoic.
The Wokezoic boys.
All right, we got to do a new photo shoot where we're dressed as dinosaurs.
From era appropriate.
Right, yeah, totally. Like the Victorian era. So Sethron is the villain in this game, right?
Yep.
In the Sega and the Sega Genesis and Sega CD version, it is not Sethron, and I don't know why. I have no idea why they would make this change. Maybe I don't know if the Super Nintendo version came out first and it like didn't test well or something.
We're gonna change that dumb shit.
But he was a weasel in the Genesis version. and the Sega CD version, his name was Scritch with 2 eyes.
Which they stole for the Ice Age movies.
Is that his?
I think it's Scrit.
Oh my God.
Is the weasel or whatever it is.
I didn't know. I haven't seen those movies.
Just bits and pieces from the girls over the years.
Yeah. Is that family friendly? After hearing the Clan of the Cave Bear story, I'm a little worried what we see in Ice Age.
You watch Clan of the Cave Bear and then you watch
I
Ice
don't
Age.
think that I want to watch Clan of the Cave Bear.
I had no idea until Casey brought it up. It's like, I think that's the scene. Is that what happened? So, like, in our office, we YouTubed it for like 20 minutes. Like, is this the, yeah, oh, yeah. Ooh.
In our office for 15 minutes, we worked really hard at getting a call from HR.
Oh, don't worry. I duct tape a calendar over the window in our office. So,
That'll do.
yeah, no one will see what's going on in here.
Look, I got to be honest with you. I don't even connect to my work's Wi-Fi on my phone.
Yeah.
Not going to say why. I just don't do it. Is that it for Radical Rex?
I think so. Got any achievements?
I have a few achievements that came in from Twitch chat. I had actually a lot of achievements that came in from Twitch chat, and they were all really good. They really were. It was hard to boil it down to my 3 favorites, but here they are. The first achievement is, did Sethron do this? And in order to unlock, did Sethron do this? Randomly set a museum on fire, which houses dinosaurs because you're a dick to dinos. And I got to be, that was from Just a Punk, a.k.a. Chris Murray. Your achievement could have been anything. Like, the title was just like, all right, fucking yeah. All right, did Sephiroth do this? Of course, we got that. Have you seen the meme where it's like, did Sephiroth do this? And it's like, of course he fucking did this. Who else would do this?
Well, I think you sent me the one I posted about of the basketball goal that's been torn down and all the specific characters.
I love those did Sephiroth do this memes. They are the fucking best. Next achievement I got came in from Cthusiast Jeff, and it is Radical Vidiots. And in order to unlock Radical Vidiots, beat the dinosaur inside level, the inner space dinosaur level, and come out the other end not covered in shit. And then the third achievement I've got is called Radical Rex Ronin. In order to unlock Radical Rex Ronin, shrink your massive sprite down and enter another dinosaur's body to perform experimental surgery such as arm lengthening, horn enlargement, and of course, cloaca chocolification. And that came in from Zalnop. Did you know that you could buy a chocolate mold of a dinosaur cloaca?
I love it. I love it though.
So P.O. Box, I don't know our P.O. Box, but if anybody wants to send us that.
3785 Paducah, Kentucky, P.O. Box 3785, 42002.
We'll eat it.
Yeah. Damn right.
Lady in the Tramp style.
Because that's what they found like a few months ago, right? A perfectly preserved dinosaur asshole.
I read that.
Perfect.
When I was a kid, I would have been all over that.
Yeah.
But as an adult, I was like, I read the headline. I believe it.
About time.
All right, now back to research on Radical Rex. It is sad, honestly, how much investigating I do on shitty Super Nintendo games compared to the amount I do on news. Where it's like,
all right, we're back. I got 40 minutes. Let's go.
Oh yeah, all that other stuff. I read a headline and talked to a friend about it. Pretty sure I got it.
Who's president? Whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Unless anytime money is brought up. Anytime a stimulus is brought up, it's like, all right, fucking, I'm on this fucking news. All right. Google alert. All right, sweet. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
Do you have any achievements for this game?
I got one. Sonic 8 got shit on me, and you finish the level on a skateboard.
All right.
Just cruising by super fast by that exit sign.
Okay.
That's it.
I like you better than Sonic.
Thank you.
So I agree with your achievement title. Sonic ain't got shit on you. He was kind of rude, honestly.
Not as radical as Rex, though.
But definitely ruder.
Yeah.
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 More rude?
Chili dogs.
Yeah. Sucking on chili dogs.
Rex is like, salad bars.
Yeah, maybe we got the dinosaurs pegged wrong. You know, I forgot that they invented salad bars.
Yeah, salad bars and pavement.
Wendy's would be nowhere without them. In case you don't know, Wendy's used to have salad bars.
Oh yeah.
No,
yeah.
not you. I know that you know.
Oh,
Just
I know.
For all
Oh,
the
I
kids
know.
out there listening.
With like just the big vat of chili, you could just
fuck yeah, man.
a little bit of chips, some
Yep.
cheese, and just the whole rest of that to-go thing was chili.
And that sneeze guard that was absolutely necessary.
I remember not having one. I remember just being
What?
an open
Oh no,
table.
That's
with
bad.
Just food on it.
does Pizza Hut? Probably they didn't do it last year, but do they still do the pizza buffet?
Last time I was in a Pizza Hut, it was there and it was empty.
Yeah, I got you.
Pre-COVID, I remember it being there, but like
They were like,
nothing was
it's
put
too
out.
expensive to remove this fixture, so
Yeah.
they should just put things on it.
The indoor dining, the in-house dining we do is killing our business. So yeah, fuck it. Or that's a big thing why Pizza Hut was less. They put too much emphasis on the dining. When
dine-in.
everywhere else is like Papa John's like,
Delivery.
no, we just deliver.
Yeah.
Like that's the way to go. And like I loved it when Pizza Hut did like the fancier pizzas, like you did like the sriracha and cherry tomatoes, a bunch of. I thought it was so good. Huge bomb. One of the worst bombs. Period. So
Do you know why?
Just people just want cheap, shitty pizza for the most part.
Like I gotta be honest with you. I kind of get it because it's like what we did was like we tried all those novelty pizzas that we wanted to try.
Yep.
And then it was like, yeah, but we like extravagant, like, you know, we like the Super Supreme or the extravaganza, so we're just gonna keep getting that because it's like when I want pizza, like I have a thing in my mind where it's like that's what I want. So like when we're scrolling through like Domino's still does it. Like when we're scrolling through and it's like, oh, like a buffalo chicken pizza. That sounds neat. I don't want it.
Yep.
If someone had it over at their house and they're like, do you want a slice of this? I'd be like, fuck yeah, all right. This is really good. Never gonna order it. Because I just like want one or two slices of that.
Yep.
I don't want it to be a fucking meal. And then I'm gonna have leftovers. God damn it. I don't want to reheat fucking buffalo chicken pizza.
No, I'd get it.
That's
I get
straight in the trash, man. Fucking straight in the trash.
That's how I feel about Hot and Ready's. Like Hot and Ready's is like I love cold pizza, but I do not like Little Caesars cold. Little Caesars is gross cold.
I don't see, but I don't like cold. I don't like cold pizza. So,
Oh man, I love it.
but I also probably don't see myself warming up Little Caesars hot and ready leftovers.
It's $5.
It's $5.
It served its purpose.
That is
Trash can.
disposable pizza, right? I mean, that's like you eat as much as you can, and then if it's not all, you throw the rest of it
And
away.
then you, out of your shame, you throw the rest away and say, "I'll do better."
yeah,
I'm doing well by throwing it away. I'm counteracting the other half.
absolutely. But I mean, like I get like a Domino's or a Pizza Hut. Yeah, I order that thinking about lunch in the future, like Ghost of Future Lunch. I think about, and it's like I'm gonna wrap this up in fucking aluminum foil, and there's one lunch, there's two lunches. I just add dinner and two lunches for $20 or whatever it is. You know? So whatever.
That'll work.
Do the math on it. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
do you want to guess how much this game is?
You already said you owned it.
That was just for a joke. Yeah, I don't own it.
I'll still say $6.
Okay, all right. All right. No, I don't own it. I mean, of course, I want to own it because like
You want to own all of them.
right, I'm collecting these, and I got to tell you, I got to put aside some Biden bucks for when these SNES game prices go down because my dude, they are fucking like Earthbound is so fucking expensive.
Oh
now.
yeah. Oh yeah, man.
And like Super Turrican 2.
Give me that back,
so
Ryan.
fucking
Quit
expensive.
hoarding it, not answering my text when I say, "Hey, where's Earthbound?"
He flipped
He
it.
knows.
He knows like
knows.
$300 now. He sold
Probably
it.
fucking did.
He's like, all right, I'll flip it. And then when the prices come
I
down.
stole that fare from another one of our friends who I don't talk to anymore. So
Related to or unrelated to the
unrelated.
theft? Okay. But I mean, it's like, yeah, they're super expensive. And it's like, I've got eBay alerts set up for these games. And it's like, just hoping I can catch one low. And I never do because everyone's like, oh, yeah, these are worth money. So we know better now. It's 2021.
Mm-hmm.
You're never going to find these cheap anymore unless, I mean, I say never, but
You could still find, one in the wild,
Yeah.
but
yeah. But the chances are lower now.
Yep.
You said $6.
$6.
I had to stop and be like, what the fuck were we doing? Tyler, actual retail value of Radical Rex for the Super Nintendo loose, on average, according to PriceCharting.com at the time of this recording, is $12.35.
Okay.
Is it worth it?
For a collector, sure. For pleasure, for playing pleasure, no.
No, not at all. Yeah, I agree. It's not worth $12. If it's, I want like at least a night's worth, like a night's worth of good entertainment for $12.
Not mocking entertainment. It's full of good mocking entertainment.
For sure, absolutely. Yeah, it's great podcast material.
It's
As our
a
listeners-
good night to stream with your friends.
Right? Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
You got any more of them questions?
I have some more questions.
Yeah.
Tyler, do you feel like this game belongs on a TADPOG Top 100 Super Nintendo games list?
Nope.
I agree with you, despite the animation test being the best honorable mention, Radical Rex, best animation test in an options screen.
Yep.
How about that?
There we go.
Can we do that?
We'll have little side categories. Best option screen.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Would you like to hear what Flopsy,
God, yes, please.
a.k.a. the Ultimate Nintendo Guide
Like
to the SNES
4.5
Library,
stars or some
1991 to
fucking
1998 by Pat Contri, courtesy of Monster Mold Mike, has to say? What was your guess?
It's like, I don't think they give it 4.5 stars, but I bet it has like 3 stars.
It's 3.
It doesn't deserve it, but I bet it has 3.
3 is your final answer?
Yeah.
4 stars.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
No. Guess who reviewed it?
Fucking R.A. Salvatore.
It's our friend. It's our friend KY that always reviews games like
Everything's
higher.
good.
I know.
Yeah. I've never played video games before. These are all awesome.
Do you mind? Can I read the review? Because
Please do.
I haven't read it yet.
Listen, I want to know why.
I want to know
justify
why.
The 4
I want to know
stars.
why.
It
Because
is
it's like,
not. It is not. It is a 2-star game at best.
this is. I'd say like 2.5. Because like honestly, I feel like this isn't. I don't think this is a bad game. But it's also not a good game. Like this is not a game that I would be like, this is a must play. Or it's like after you play Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI, give
Play
this a
Radical
whirl.
Rex.
slap this bad boy in and let me know how you feel. Here's the review. Like, oh my God, gotta give this game a nod. From the opening screen with a rapper guy to Rex's goofy legs as he climbs his way up high, each stage is unique and has its own cool theme, power-ups to collect, to give cute Rex a power scream. Inside a dino's body, the third stage was totally bodacious. So they just like the fact that it's really 90s, I think. Gushing about this righteous game has got me going so loquacious. Stage 5, you're underwater, stealing air straight from a fish. And that is true. There's like these fish that like have air inside of them and you can suck the air out of them as you swim. Because again, like Sonic the Hedgehog, you will die. You'll drown if you're underwater too long. Everyone loves that mechanic.
Yeah, perfect. Love it. Yeah. Just like, man, Bioshock Infinite, why can't Elizabeth hurt and die super easily? This is bullshit.
Thought I was at the final boss. Give me a longer game. Got my wish. A sort of reverse Super Ghouls and Ghosts back through the stages to the start. Different layouts, more difficulty to kill Sethron, get Rexan's heart. To wrap things up from the intro rapper of the opposite sex, he's so rad, he's my real cool Radical Rex. You're wrong.
Man, that is the, like, fucking Beam Software paid Kai off. That is fucking ridiculous.
I don't agree with you.
Wow.
I don't agree
Wow.
with you at all. I get it. Like, it's funny because it's so 90s. Like, and it sounded like that was, but that doesn't make a game jump up to 4 stars.
Have you ever played Mario? KY? Have you played Mario?
Oh, yeah, Mario. Yeah, I played Mario, yeah. Mario and Luigi.
Super Mario Luigi.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's our benchmark. From here on out, if we play a game that is better than Radical Rex and it is not 4 stars, I'm going to put this book in the microwave.
Yep. Yep.
I'm going to
Like Josh punishing his D&D dice for not rolling well. They go in the microwave.
We're going to soak this in the uneaten hot sauce left over from our video. We're going to marinate it in a Rubbermaid container full of hot sauce, and then we're going to put it in your microwave, not mine, because I like mine.
I'll go to the yard sale, buy a cheap microwave. We'll plug up in the middle of the paved driveway and just turn it on.
Dude.
Set it for 6 hours and just sit
In
there.
middle of July.
Yeah.
I want to customize it. Can we send the microwave to Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn to like customize it and like send it back to us so it's like this fucking
3D printed dinosaur we can put it in.
Yes, please, God.
Like a T-Rex mouth for the microwave to fit in.
Grab the book in. Yeah. All right. So anyway, man, I like this book a lot. I like Flopsy a lot, but I got to tell you, I don't agree with a lot of these reviews in here.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. Let's do our own book and self-publish it. It'll do really well.
That would be a nightmare to do. But if we make a lot of money off of it, then let's
Kickstarter, the TADPOG SNES randomizer book. Come on.
The goal is real high because we don't want to do it.
We want to hire someone else to do every single part of it.
Every
and we
bit
just
of it.
write our name on it.
We sign it. It's photocopied. Yeah, that's it. That's all I want. I don't even. This thing's like longer than the Bible. I don't even want to proofread it.
Yep.
I don't even want to go over the reviews. You know, it's like fine, rubber stamp. Radical Rex 4 stars. Okay.
And it doesn't really even tell you what stuff you should hate. So it's not good. Not as good as the Bible.
Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
I have had a lot of fun. It's good to see you. I had a lot of pent up Monday energy that I got to save up, and I edged my Monday into Tuesday. I feel like it made for a fun recording. Not something I want to do all the time, but as a treat, it was kind of nice.
As the treat recording on Tuesday.
Before we close things up or out, I don't know what you say, but if you were to give this
Stop,
game,
drop, shut them down, open up shop.
whoa,
Yeah.
Tyler, or Ride or Die Tyrone, as I like to call you from time to time, if you were to give this game,
Ride or Die Roan.
oh God, man. All right, I'm changing our Twitter bio again. If you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be?
I would give this the goatee that Chandler Bing grows whenever he's trying to be more like Richard, Monica's boyfriend.
Okay.
So it's funny on the outside, but you realize, like, oh, sweetheart, that's awful.
It's sad.
Like this game is.
Out of all the friends, who is the most radical?
Joey.
It's Joey. Yeah. I thought it was going to lead to interesting conversation, but no,
I
it's
disagree. Ross. No.
no.
He likes dinosaurs.
Phoebe, maybe? She's maybe.
Yeah.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of glasses would it be?
I can't think of who wears the glasses, but glasses that are one side of the frame is like a square and the other frame is like a triangle. And it's very cool in early 90s.
Okay. Someone wore those?
It's like if Comex spell were a pair of glasses.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the PlayStation buttons.
There we go.
That comic shoots
as glasses.
at you.
Yeah.
I always thought that was interesting. Tyler, I have some more questions for you.
Let's do it.
I have a quiz that came in from one Ross Rachel Green.
Perfect.
This quiz is entitled Random SNES Games Activate. Yeah, you made the sound that I was feeling.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
after last week.
yeah, we're going to fucking flunk this one too. Ross begins, I am somewhat of an impulsive person. If I decide I want something, I want that thing. And it'll play on my mind until it's in my grubby little mitts. In the aftermath of our room change, we decided we should put a PC in the living room to play games on that are not available on the Xbox, i.e. Valheim. However, you cannot get a hold of a good graphics card anywhere, fucking tell me about it, without paying triple the price.
I was very lucky to build my computer when I did.
For sure. Yeah. Which I am outright not going to do. Me neither, Ross. I'm living that fucking waiting it out life, which is going to be, from what I understand, a long time. I hope I'm wrong. I hope what I've heard. I hope the headline that I read was wrong. So I definitely cannot build my new PC, and it's like having a splinter in my brain, which I want to pick at but cannot reach. I get it. I do get it. And I've even been tempted to buy because my motherboard's fucking up all my USB shit, and it's like, do I want to buy a replacement motherboard for this computer that I'm just gonna build a new one as soon as video cards are reasonably priced.
Yep.
So that's kind of the game that I've been playing. And the answer is no, I don't want to do that because the board, never mind. No. Period. I'm not going to do that thing. I don't want to open any doors. I'm not going to do that thing. Ross continues. Anyway.
Serenity now.
Anyway, here's something I threw together with random games from the NTSC SNES games list again. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
This C is based on a board game created in England in 1943.
Cards. Checkers.
Chess. That is Cluedo. Cluedo, right?
Yeah.
All right, logging it in. He has Clue here, which shows us that he is truly not British at all. But then again, he did say NTSC, so I guess he's got to say.
All right.
So, so far, so good. Would you like to end the quiz now?
Yeah, that's it. 100%. Fuck off, Ross. Fucking gotcha.
USA. All right.
We just stop counting the votes when we want to.
All right. Next question. This M is a side-scrolling fantasy arcade port. Fuck, God damn it. Where the hero, Brave One, must defeat Dark Lord Drakmar.
Might and Magic?
I think those are all... Aren't those all like first person? This is a side-scroller.
Magic Sword.
Magic Sword?
I think that's a thing.
Magic Sword's like an NES game.
Wow.
Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Which is relevant to this episode. Would you like to know why?
Yes.
Okay. So this game...
Milady Dragon Slayer, by the way.
Milady Dragon Slayer. That's what we're going to put in. We're putting that in. But the reason that Mike Tyson's Punch-Out ties into Radical Rex is, do you remember when we did the Mike Tyson's Punch-Out episode and we were like, okay, so Mike Tyson really wanted a sequel to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out real bad. And Nintendo was like, no, we can't do that because you did criminal things. You did caveman things.
And you're too expensive now.
Mike, you did caveman things and you can't be in our game now. Which is like, I get that. I get it. Nintendo, it's like, probably a good move. But someone did that game for him. And it was Beam. And Beam is the developer of
the space
Radical Rex.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Beam did like a bunch of stuff that you might have heard of.
They did Back to the Future 1 and 2, right?
They sure did. They did Back to the Future 1 and 2. They did Mech Warrior for the SNES,
Okay.
which we
played.
covered.
Yeah.
They did Shadowrun for the SNES, which is honestly probably like
okay.
That's the crown jewel.
Yep.
But yes, they developed Mike Tyson's Intergalactic Power Punch, the unreleased sequel to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
You have full creative control, Mike Tyson. What do you want to do?
So we're going with Mike Tyson's Punch Out then?
Yep.
Or Milady Dragon
Milady
Slayer.
Dragon
All right,
Slayer.
Right. Okay. Locking it in. It is fucking. I'm so sorry. It's Magic Sword. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Have credit. It's fine.
Oh man.
We said it.
No, full credit
long as
for
we
you.
say it.
I'm gonna go to the cone of shame. But you can finish this. You finish this segment by yourself. Here, I'll just hand you.
No,
that.
it's all right. It's all right.
Oh my god.
I still got to say Milady Dragon Slayer, so it's good.
Yeah, if we had ended at Magic Sword, we never would have gotten there. So, god damn. Next question. This B is a side-scrolling shooter that allows you to take control of enemy ships and is subtitled The Bio Cyborg Challenge.
Borg.
Look, at this point, anything you say goes. Borg, would you like Borg?
I can't think of anything else.
That's probably trademarked, but I'm going to lock it in anyway.
Borgle toads. You know, when the Borg take over the Battletoads.
Nikki and I play Borgletoads all the time. Locking it
Hell,
in.
let's make it a last name. Borgletoad. It's a Simpsons, Star Trek, and Battletoads reference.
My son is also named Borgletoads.
Did you say my name?
Borgletoads, locking it in. It is Blazion, a game that I've heard of, but didn't really.
I feel like I've read it in passing.
Yeah, sure. Like, yeah, one of those for me. I'd also like to say that if you're upset with us at this part of the show, I urge you to restart the episode and listen to the intro where it says that we're not experts.
Yeah. It's very crass commentators.
If you skip over it every episode, I understand why. I do that too to podcasts where it's like, yeah, they never change the shit. Skip. But yeah, we don't know. Except for Tyler, he knows Magic Sword. Next question. This P is a puzzle platform game that was sponsored by a snack maker in the UK called Smith's and features their popular snack Quavers and the mascot Colin Curley.
Starts with a P?
Starts with a P.
Pringles.
Locking it in. It's whatever you say.
It's like a Chester Cheetah game, right, or something, right? But what's another P mascot?
I don't. So I already locked in Pringles. So I know I know the answer.
Okay.
And I can go ahead and tell you.
It is not Pringles.
It's not Pringles. And you're never going to get this.
Okay.
But you can try if you want to.
So no, that shit's so Pringles.
That shit is so Pringles. Curly mustache. The game is Pushover. Not to be confused with Passover. The SNES game Passover. Next question.
You have to reset the game and go paint blood over your door.
Yeah. That's the only. Yeah, it's the only way that you
the
can
only
win.
way you do it.
Yeah. Next question. This Super C is not actually Super C, but a turn-based strategy that is a sequel to a game on the SNES. So it's a sequel to a game on the SNES that is Super, I assume, Super, and then something that starts with C. Super Charlie and Chocolate Factory?
Yep.
Super Chocolate Dino Cloaca?
Perfect.
Super. It's a strategy game, so it's probably one of those Koei games.
Charlie Murphy.
Super Charlie Murphy.
Somebody I saw it on Twitter, like Charlie Murphy wasn't lying. Prince can ball, and it was cuts of like Prince like playing really good basketball on stage at one of his concerts.
On stage?
Yeah.
That's funny.
They brought like all the smoke. They brought a basketball goal, and he was like hitting shots and shit.
Was this before or after the Dave Chappelle?
Way
sketch?
before.
Okay.
Way
Because I was about
before.
to say that would be a really like funny move if Prince was like got really good at basketball because
Just
of
to show
that. Right.
Blouses, swish.
Super C.
What was the description of the game again?
It's a turn-based strategy game that is a sequel to a game on the NES. What's a strategy game on the NES that begins with C?
I have no clue.
I don't either.
Super Castlevania.
Super
It's
Castlevania.
It's a sequel. Super starts with a C.
Lock it in. It is Super Conflict.
Never heard of it.
Next question. Me neither. Next question. This B is a top-down Formula One racing game that, despite its name, contains no fighting. Battle cars.
Yeah, okay.
Borgle cars.
But the cars fight. I think battle cars isn't bad. I mean, shit, these names are super generic at this point.
Battle cars.
Battle
Lock
cars.
it in. It is Battle Grand Prix.
Close.
1/3 credit. Next question. This Triple S is a mediocre 5-on-5 hockey game which shares its name with a maneuver that is said to be the hardest to perform in hockey. A maneuver that is said to be the hardest to perform in hockey. Shares its name with a Triple S. A sure shot Shirley, right? That's a hockey thing.
That's right. I don't know. A hat trick.
A shirt sinks salmon. I appreciate it.
A silly sock, Samuel.
I like yes. That kind of sounds like it could be a hockey thing. A lot of Samuels play hockey.
It's true. Huge name in Canada.
Big, huge. It's Gordon Samuel.
Best hockey player ever born is Gordon Samuel.
The fish sticks guy?
Yeah. Where do you think he got all his fish money?
Holy shit.
He played hockey and was like, I'm done with this shit. I'm going to go fishing.
Is it possible that one of the S...
And then he was like, you know what this is? This is the deadliest catch.
Oh, my
He started all of it.
Fucking God.
Gordon
It was
Samuels.
Gordon Samuel all along.
Yeah.
Is there a chance that one of the S's is slam? Probably not. That's like a basketball? I don't know.
Triple S hockey game, generic.
Well, it doesn't say generic.
Super slap shot.
Oh, that's it. Dude, that's it.
Is that it?
That's it. That has to be it. Slap shot.
I hope so.
No, that's it. I bet you got it. Super slap shot. Logging it in. It is super slap shot.
All right.
Oh, man. Well done. Well done. We just had to go down a little Gordon Samuel route before we got there. That's
We had
all.
to talk about fish sticks and hockey.
If this were a math test showing our work, it would be really weird.
We do our math like, Thor's Doom does.
Next question, Tyler. This P is named after the star who has the ability to throw his limbs at enemies.
Rayman. But it starts with
It's a P. I think it is, if you give me like...
Plock.
Plock?
Plock.
Okay, Plock. Locking it in. It is Plock.
Yeah.
Well done. Next question. This S is a life simulation game based on a particular insect and was named Best Simulation Game of 1992. That is Sim Ant. Locking it
What
in.
Wiley said he would come back for.
Man, we're going to hold him to that.
Yep.
And also,
You got a plane, motherfucker.
Sim Ant is a game I wanted real bad as a kid for the PC. I got Sim Life instead. And I haven't played Sim Ant since, but I gotta tell you, I love Sim Life. So I mean, it might have worked out for the better.
Or you'd be a totally different person right now.
I know it sounds fucked up to say, but I might be because Sim Life really
Got you into graphic design.
I learned about evolution through Sim Life.
Oh.
So it's like, because that's what the game is about.
You'd be a militant Catholic
Probably.
without Sim Life.
Probably. Next question. This B is based on a dog-centric movie and involves searching for your 4 puppies.
Beethoven's second?
Probably. Or if it might just be Beethoven.
Beethoven.
In 2010, the Game Boy port was listed as one of the most valuable games in existence. But then again, it probably is Beethoven's second because that's the movie where Beethoven has puppies, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Beethoven's second, logging it in. It is Beethoven, the ultimate canine caper. Is it really the ultimate canine caper? A dog told the son of Sam to murder people. And this is the ultimate canine caper?
That's really good. That's really good. I was trying to think of other canine capers, but you nailed it. You fucking got it in one.
There's a dingo that ate a baby, I heard.
That dog made hip hop. If you think about it.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Jesus Christ, man.
It's like a TikTok I saw. The question was like, what's your favorite historical domino effect?
Yeah.
And it was, in order to get the carts on back in Rome, they had cobblestone streets, but they had wheel ruts in them. So your cart would go on the wheel ruts and not break. So everything had to be built to be 2 horses wide.
Okay.
So
Right. So you could have like two-way traffic, right?
yes,
Yeah.
and that's just the way everything was built. So it was based on being 2 horses wide. So in order for them to build the railroad, they had to have stuff hauled out by horses.
Sure.
So then the railroad is also railroad tracks are 2 horses wide. So then whenever they are building NASA and all the space places, all the space camps, they take everything there by rail, so it has to widen to fit on the train. It has to be two horses wide. So everything on modern day space travel is based on the size of 2 horses standing side by side.
I like that. I like that quite a bit. And I'll definitely be thinking, as I'm riding home from recording this, listening to Run the Jewels, I'll be thinking about the dog who told the son of Sam to murder people.
Kill young women and make hip hop. Drive them out into the streets from feeling unsafe during the blackout. Make them share their music.
Tyler, I've got one more question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You win a contest at your local retro games store to take as many games as you can carry. The catch is you have to carry them out in your butt. In your butt.
Gotta shove them into your
Carry
butt?
them out in your butt.
So clamped in my butt cheeks.
Out in your butt.
Okay.
I guess not, well, out in your butt, not in out your butt. How do you prepare and maximize your winnings? Russ says, my butt is a fairly small orifice. So, bragger. So, so I might get a loose GBA micro in there with enough lube. The power adapter will have to stay, though. Oh, so you mean like fucking...
In your ass.
And also not games, but like systems. Because I was thinking like, like games.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our local game store has that rule already. So
It is in effect, yeah.
So,
right.
so yeah,
Do we want a real answer or like a funny answer?
I mean, are there any like dildo shaped spoon like games? They're like a spoon, like a gaming spoon.
A real answer. Okay. I would have to wrap the games in a condom before I put them in my butt because there is no retro game on earth clean enough to go in raw dog.
Yeah. That's true, man. Coronavirus, man. You don't want to. It's just not safe, Ross. It's not safe in these times.
It's look, and it wasn't in the 90s. I mean, like from what I understand, watching the news as a child, watching Nick News, is that you get AIDS from 2 ways: trying to get spare change in a phone booth, and there being a needle in there, and from shoving random Super Nintendo cartridges up your butt.
Yeah, sure.
Those are the 2 leading causes. So none.
Yeah.
And how fucked up is that's the prize? Like that's the prize is that you get to shove things up your ass.
I mean,
Look,
maybe.
Look, to each their own.
We might find something new about ourselves. I don't know.
To each their own. But honestly,
I mean, a good Game Boy Advance game. I could probably manage that.
if I'm going to put anything up my ass, it is not going to be a game. It is going to be something that has been specifically designed to go up my ass or a toothbrush. You pick.
Which, I mean, not to say that wasn't designed to go in your ass either.
Well, that is true. Back in Rome. So I guess, I mean, if you can use the butt cheek method,
I mean, butt cheek methods, you can get a few good things.
It also depends on the retro store, because it's like, I can guarantee you they don't have anything at our local store that I am willing to shove up my ass to take out. Fucking nothing. They've got like, it's like, dude, here's
What is that, a $700 Venom bust? All right.
I mean, I got it in that way.
That Captain America, I could probably get it to his shoulders, but that's about it.
But as far as games go, it's like, here's $40. I'd prefer not to shove that up my.
I'll just pay
right.
for it.
It's worth. Because like they don't have like Earthbound, you know what I mean? Like Earthbound, I still wouldn't shove up my ass.
How about I take this and you just fuck me in my ass then? You know, whatever.
Gently,
Really gently. You have a condom? Good.
just a tip.
You put it in a little bit. For every $100 it's worth, you get an inch.
So you'll be done about $100, right, my dude? Ow. All right.
I got one stimulus worth. Come on.
Damn, bragger. Shit. That's it. Those are all the questions. Thank you,
That's
Ross.
it. All right. Yes. Thank you, Ross.
I enjoyed that immensely. Thank you. Sorry that I talked you out of Magic Sword.
all right.
I honestly feel like a big old doofus for that. So I'll edit it all out. It's fine. I'll just scratch the whole quiz. You're cool with that.
Like Magic Sword. Yeah.
Yeah. I just cut out everything after that.
That is so smart. Cloaca.
Yeah. I had been a little too aggressive.
Or it's after I leave, you spit in. That's definitely Magic Sword, Tyler. Quit saying, what did you say? Milady Dragon Slayer. No, I'm pretty sure it's a Magic Sword.
Tyler, it's not.
Magic Sword.
Apparently, in the past, I have been too aggressive with Truncate Silence.
What?
So, no, and it is true. Backlog Banisher Dane mentioned to me, hey, man, I don't know if you noticed, which I hadn't, because when I edit just you and me, I'm just like, fucking, all right, cut the beginning of Truncate Silence, done.
Yep.
It goes to the processor, you know? When it's someone who calls in and we do a remote, then I like painstakingly like take out the, the background and all that, and make sure that everything sounds good. Apparently in the past, like you, when I ask you how much a game is, Truncate Silence just is like, did he say something? It's gone. So it's me saying, Tyler, how much do you think this is? $12, and me shouting $12. So you talking
You're a
about
very egotistical Bob Barker.
you talking, it's like, man, it got me thinking. I was like, I'm really glad that Dane brought that to my attention. Like, super glad. Because like the way that he does this is, I mean, he prepares it pretty much, as soon as it's uploaded, he starts working on it to get it on YouTube. Thank you, Dane, very much.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And because of that, he like listens to it early. And he's like, hey, man, this kind of works out a little quality assurance. And I'm like, yes, thank you. Because it's like, I don't listen to this, so I don't know. So anyway, you talking about me cutting you out of like saying Magic Sword totally reminded me. And I can do it now and be like, oh, it's Truncate Silence. Anytime you guys hear anything weird like that, it's because I just
Truncate Silence, man.
sent it to the conveyor belt. And just accepted what was out on the other end.
Get $12.
Yeah, I know, man. And it's like, God, I'm so glad. I'm so glad he told me that, because apparently it's been happening a lot.
Everyone thought this whole segment was you just shouting numbers.
If that was your favorite comedic bit on the show, sorry. So I've adjusted Truncate Silence, and hopefully it's fixed.
It's funny.
So it's not just Magic Sword I fuck up. I guess is the moral of that story. But I bet if I'd have gotten Simant as a kid, be really fucking good at Truncate Silence.
Hey, Tyler, how much is this game? $12.
So there we go. Is there anything else? You want to do?
I think that's it. Well, no. Actually, I want to see what we're playing next week.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want there to be another episode? Weird. I was just kind of like, well, it's Tuesday. I guess the show's just dead now.
Yep. So, see ya.
I was ready to close this fucking thing down, man. That was weird. Okay. Yes, let's find out what we're doing. I'll consult the tablet. Hold on.
So I'm hit this batter up peripheral, plug it in, put one end on the ground, the other end up. So Wild on Crazy Kid style, put my head on it, turn around in circles, point my no-no hole in a random direction, burp a little bit, and then say that prayer we all love to say.
I burped a little bit too.
Oh,
That's like a little magic moment.
Say the prayer we all love to say. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
I really appreciate you giving the lead in again.
Yeah.
It's like you're a fucking professional. You know that we can't.
I get that a lot.
Yeah, we can't do the we can't do that unless you say the prayer we all like to say, because we'd have been all off. We'd have been all over the place.
That's true.
You're good.
You're good.
$5.50.
$12.
That's not. Yeah, Truncate Silence going to get rid of that whispering.
Is this a new one?
It is a new one.
New one. $5.50.
$5.50.
Oh. The S's?
It is the S's, so I guess you can probably assume what the first word is.
Super slap shot.
It is Super Aquatic Games starring the Aquabats or Aquabats.
I've heard of this.
That was what the answer to one of Ross's questions at one point where he talks about James Pond. This is a game that has James Pond in it, I believe.
Okay.
I believe.
With a title like that, how you can go wrong? 6 stars and then
$12. I have no. It's oh god, man. I haven't even played it. I know it's bad, and I know that Flopsy gave it 4 stars. Oh god. I don't know. Maybe it's good.
Maybe it's good. What's it called again?
Super Aquatic Games starring the Aquabats.
The Aquabats. Super aquatic game starring the Aquabats.
Or SAGSA.
Perfect.
SAGSA.
So that's what we're playing next week.
The Screen Actors Guild, Sans Aniston. It's a very exclusive guild.
Very exclusive. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We got that going on next week. So until then, you can check us out on Spotify. Just like we talked about with Backlog Banisher Dane. We're all up in YouTube, current. It's amazing.
And our views have been going up, which is really nice. Oh. So I feel like some listeners are...
We've done a lot of movie games, so yeah.
I did.
People are being tricked.
I did think that might be what's going on with the Jungle Book, and we're back. But they're not like Three Ninjas Kickback numbers, so maybe that's not the case. We'll see. We'll compare. Yeah. We'll compare Radical Rex, which as far as I know did not have a movie. We'll compare that. So I don't know if you've been taking pity on us and watching YouTube.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
That's nice. We appreciate you.
We definitely do.
You also could get us on what I said: Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher.
Yeah.
Anywhere just where you can find podcasts, pretty much just there.
Yeah, pretty much just search.
Yeah.
Search TADPOG. Yeah,
TADPOG. Mm-hmm. Tyler and Dave play old games.
We're on Google Play, which I don't think is a thing anymore.
No.
I read a headline about that going away. So
okay, makes sense.
It does make sense because Google gets rid of everything.
Oh, is it not $1 million instant success?
Right.
Fuck it.
It's gone.
We only deal with flash in the pans.
Pretty much. And yeah, right. Sometimes that's a good thing.
Well, we are current on packages. So if there's anything you want to send us to taste on our big tasting video, get that in soon and send that to Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
Yes. And I'd like to say that what we have is probably a soft cutoff. Like if you send anything after listening to this, we're still going to open it and eat it at some point, but it's probably not going
not
to
make
not guaranteed.
Yeah,
to make
not
it
guaranteed. Yeah.
into the food video that we do upcoming.
Yeah.
Forthwith.
So if you want to call us, we got an all calls show coming up sometime soon. 270-883-2555.
Right.
You want a shirt? Shirts@tadpog.com. You want a mask? Mask.tadpog.com. We're on Tadpog_podcast on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
Dave's got that Twitch. Got that Twitch game.
I stream
It's hot fire.
on Twitch. Yeah. On Fridays, I've been playing Breath of Fire.
Love it. Love it.
I would like to get through the game.
Oh, yeah.
It is, I'm enjoying it, but
this last week was not quite as enjoyable.
it wasn't. Yeah, because I didn't progress very much. And it's like just knowing how much longer I've got in the game is just kind of like, God, how many more Fridays do I have to like commit to this when it's like, maybe I'd rather stream Friday Night Funk it. You know what I mean? Like it gets in that zone where it's like, damn,
Because you'd have to do it on Fridays. It's understandable.
because it's Friday Night Funkin'.
Yeah.
And then also on Sundays. And this Sunday I'll be playing super aquatic games starring the Aquabats.
That's all. I wasn't even going to try. It's like, you were doing that one.
Yeah, I had to read it. Yeah, because it's like
Aquabats. Aquabats SNES. That's how I'll find it again.
there we go. All right, yeah.
But most importantly, we got that Patreon.
Patreon.
Let me pull that up real quick. No, I don't want my bank information.
Give us that.
All right. Well, maybe it'll inspire you to give to our Patreon.
Then,
I got a bunch of kids that need braces, y'all.
then definitely give us that. I don't see a downside to this. And you got a kid who you're sending to college, and you just told me some fucking frightening numbers.
Yep. And in 3 more years, I'll do another one. And 3 more years after that, another one.
Well, and you were telling me,
and then 6 more years after that, another one. And by the time this college will be a thing. By the time Jack gets there,
yeah, the world might not be.
We'll have to show him how to survive in the underworld.
Pretty much, yeah. But like you telling me, like the difference in the tuition and dorms and all that from what it is now versus
4 years. So I spent 2002 through 2006, 4 years at Murray State University.
Do you want to do real numbers or probably not?
Brainy Gatsby Jr. will get 1 year for what I got 4. My entire undergraduate education, 1 year for her.
And the reason that I hate that is because Henry's got 12 more years.
Yeah.
And if it's 4 times the amount that it was from when we went, bless you. Bless you, baby boy.
Oh, the numbers were too high.
Yeah. It's like looking at the sun. Yeah. I also have college tuition sensitivity.
I'm still paying off my student loans. All right. So, Paul Walsh, thank you.
Yeah, Paul, thanks.
Increasing.
Man.
Oh, big ups, Cubicle Monkey. Crawling back up there. Thank you, Cubicle Monkey, very much. Big boost. Big boost from Circle Man. Not only did he beat Triangle Man, he beat Person Man now.
Mm-hmm.
Another big up by Nathan Eaton, who does not want to have his name read clearly.
Not for the executive producers. Yeah, we were talking about that on Twitch chat. Thank you, GameBud Prime Nate.
And then huge increase by Bolt Vanderhuge.
All right.
Thank you, Bolt Vanderhuge.
Bolt Vanderhuge. I love your name. Punch Rock Groin. That's a wrestling
Suck
Twitch
dick
face.
mine.
Punch Rock Groin is a wrestling Twitch face name.
Fucking wrestling Twitch.
Got good names.
Fucking knowing me.
Got good names. I'm gonna.
And some clairvoyance. That is not a napkin.
Are you looking for a napkin? It looks like a napkin. What is it?
It looks like a napkin, but it's the styrofoam that
fucking tricksy styrofoam
that Michelle and Abby had in there. I was like, oh man, a pile of napkins for me to blow my nose on. Perfect.
I bet that was their plan.
They picked that intentionally.
They'll
These look
think
like
that-
napkins.
yeah, they'll think it's
and
a
we know
tissue.
he's a sneezy boy.
Or maybe they were like, hey, you could come in this, which is true.
And I'd grab it and be like, no, orgasm ruins.
I don't know. That'd probably be okay to come on.
Right.
Let's be honest. It's styrofoam.
I got a wife for that. she loves it. I'm just sneaking up on her. She is pro.
You don't have to send her to the doctor.
That is say she is for it, but she could also go pro in it. It's just
Hey! Pew, 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 pew.
Yep. Our theme song is Move by Sycamore Drive. Look at that. Check them in the show notes at TADPOG.com. How you going to close this one out, Dave?
I would like to close it out as one of our many executive producers.
So not Nathan Eaton. Not
By a penny, not.
Okay.
Which, by the way, and he knows that if you are one of our executive producers, that you do get an exclusive sound effect that only you can use in Twitch chat.
Twitch. Yep.
So, I mean, you're so close.
You're so
close, Nate. You're so close.
You could get no smaller legal tender to be closer.
Nate, I want that penny.
Yeah. So until next time. Tropical Capricorn! It's the golden god emperor himself.
Alex, that's going to get cut out by Trunk. $12.
It's too quiet.
No, I'm chewing. We'll find out.
Fill in your own impression of what I think Alex Pena would have sounded like.
Your impression, super loud. the Alex Pena.
Alex Pena? Yeah. Alex Pena, that's who I was.
That might get cut out. I don't know.
Our god emperor.
I don't know how it works anymore, man.
Everything's backwards.
The world changed. It's
Radical Rex got 4 stars. Nothing matters anymore.
It's like we got to the end of Radical Rex and now we're going backwards.
Yep.
This episode was executive produced by the following people. Thank you very much. These are the folks who donate $20 or more a month on our Patreon, patreon.com/tadpog. Usurper Grimm, God Emperor Alex Pena, Cousin David Galino, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Coronavirus Savior Cubicle Monkey, Zeus Laser, Steve Dixon, Plinko Nick Price, Clambro Cody Phillips, Lint Liquor, Joseph Phillips, Bantha Master, The Eightfold Daniel Abernathy, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Executive Producer Dig Duggy, Matt Gentile, aka Gentle G, Magical Sleeper, aka Big Dicked Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Laud Mulaney Dennis, Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, congratulations on your marriage, and I'm sorry you couldn't be on this episode. Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Big Daddy Paul Anderson, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link, and not Game Bud Prime Nate. You got it anyway. I said it anyway. I'll put in a penny for my own penny.
Got it.
You got it. Thanks, guys. No, seriously.
Yeah, for real.
It means a lot. It does go a long way. Thank you.
So here is out of looking at my wonderful uncle and his wonderful political opinions.
Do I detect a note of sarcasm?
Just a little
Okay,
bit.
all right.
Just a little bit.
Curious.
His most recent post, it is a picture of a chicken with a do-rag and glasses, Sally Jesse Raphael glasses. And it is holding a maybe a White Russian, and the chicken is saying, "Let me pour you a tall glass of get over it, and here's a straw so you can suck it up."
What is this? What is that in reference to?
The last post was I'll just read you what it looks like when you legally win an election, and then what it looks like when you steal an election. And then it's the meme of the guy looking at the girl passing by, and it's millennials ignoring their girlfriend that is titled "Crippling National Debt Haunting Us for the Rest of Our Lives," and he's looking at $1,400 stimmy.
Did he post that a similar meme like a few months ago, or
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know. I never fucking know. I'm a citizen of the USA, and here's all I want, and it's a bunch of hate. Borders closed. Language English. Drug free. Mandatory screenings for welfare. This dude. And then it's Biden riding a automated chair up the stairs to which Biden did. He fell up those stairs pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like, just stop. Like, stand up, brush yourself off. It's not a race. You don't have to hurry up and get in that, you don't have to get into that plane.
Yep.
But at least he didn't have toilet paper on his shoe.
Yet.
Yet.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,